Let's go, baby. Let's go. Mike After Dark. Arthouse After Dark. Kamu Imetsu. And nobody. It's just me and Kamu tonight. Clearly. Alright. Alright, let's see. Got a new light bar, baby. New light bar. Hang on. New light bar. Apparently it is a mistake. What is this whiteness? What is this whiteness on the screen right here? What is this? What is this going on? What is that? I think we got some light bar. No, it's coming from... It's coming from below. We have some kind of obstruction. I wonder if it's too much light. Is it too much light? Might be a little bit too much light. I don't know. It's very bright. It is bright. Let's see. Let's see how the overhead. Let's see how the overhead cam looks, though. All right, we got a mysterious white bar at the bottom here. I don't know if that's an effect of the light bar. Let's try this. It goes up. Oh, I'm illuminated, baby. Look at my forehead. Glisten. Look at that. I'm under bright light. I'm under intense light right now. Hang on. All right, we can go with, we could do one of these. Hang on. How's that? A little more chill? Hang on. Oh. I'm getting tan. Look at that. Look at that olive skin. All right, hang on. The problem is this is going to be our overhead light source. All right, so we're going to go intense brightness and could tone it down like that to set the mood. You got that same t-shirt at Disney Epcot? That's a good t-shirt, man. They don't make them like that anymore. I definitely did not get that at Disney Epcot. That's for sure. I don't know much, but I know that much. All right, so we got light bar. And intense glare. Utter failure. All right, hang on, guys. So we're going to do one of these. I think I can... How's that? Good? It's terrible. All right. This bar ain't doing it. It's not it. But if I zoom... Let's get a card out here. All right, so we got some wicked glare on this foil sheet. How does the cards look? The cards look nice. Look at that. All right, that could work. But that's max zoom, huh? Max zoom. I think I got to extend the arm a little bit. So let's try that. Yeah, there. Then you get the stone. All right. It's not bad. It's not good. But it's not bad. What is this bar here? What is this? What is this at the bottom? I don't know what this bar is. I just don't know. Oh, wait, hang on a second. Maybe if I do this. Look at that, guys. It's like 1,000 degrees under these lights. Look at that modern engineering there. Look at that. No bar, baby. We got more of this bar, but no light bar. All right, that could do it. So we got that going. The overhead lights are not ideal. Chin looks strong now. Look at that. See that? It's a little weathered, but it's strong for sure. All right, so I don't know how this overhead bar is going to work. Let me see. Top of your monitor? Yeah. I think that's what it was. This might work for the break. It's hard to say. What I'm going to do is one of these. You'd think I'd had this figured out after a few years of there you go. All right. All right, so let's try some warm tones. Is that better or worse? Better or worse? Here, I'm gonna cycle the tones. You guys tell me. Sooner or later, we're going to get serious here. It's like an eye check. Ooh, that's hideous. All right, max brightness. I can't even see the buttons up here as part of the problem. Then you got that one. Then you got... Oh! That's the power button, guys. Fuck. All right, we're going to go with this for now. So what we got going on here is from now through... Let's see how this works. There we go. All right, at the right angle, that's hot. All right, so what we have... I'm gonna zoom out a little bit. We're going to start with the foil uncut sheet. We have this live for auction right now at the Sorcery Community Facebook group. And this started Friday night, which was... No, Thursday night. Thursday night at 9 p.m. Eastern. So every single night of the week at the Sorcery Community Group and Collector Arthouse Discord, we have an auction. It's typically 24 hours, but for major paintings and rare grail tier unique items like this, we do about a week, right? Painting usually runs Sunday to Friday. This one I ran Thursday to the following Friday. So it's a bit more than a week because of the significance of the item. I actually teased this a few weeks ago on a live show. What was it, a week ago? 2 weeks ago? And the thing is, this is from the Avatar of the Realm pledge, the one of 4 top pledge tiers in Sorcery Kickstarter. Few years back, right? Only 4 people got these. I was one of the top backers. There was another guy who was a top backer, and that guy decided he was going to let go of this incredible sheet. And there could be others in the future. He's not going to let go of the Philosopher's Stone. I'll tell you guys that much while I run this under the lights. He's keeping his Philo Stone unique sheet. This, I thought, was probably... It's hard to say. This might be the second best unique sheet. There is another unique sheet that has a few of the cores. Maybe actually, as I look at this, it might have... I don't think it has all 4 of the cores, because the Philo Stone sheet has, I want to say 1 or 2 of them, and this other one might have 2 or 3. I think at least 2. I'm not certain on 3. I want to say 2. I'd have to go double check. But this one, the thing is with that one is not a full sheet. There's like a large section that is just blanks, which is kind of interesting because to this day, and to our knowledge, there has been no discovery of an error print of just a blank foil. There has been blanks of non-foils with the cut direction, annotation and wording for the non-foil uncut sheets that slipped into boxes and people have discovered. Fairly rare, but sometimes you do find those in packs. There's never been a foil blank discovered in a box to our knowledge. So this is one of the premium, for sure, unique sheets. It doesn't have the Philo Stone, but it has many, many massive iconic pieces. You know, as you go through here, some of the most valuable cards in Alpha. The Alpha Foil Death Dealer, Monster, Keythera Mechanism, Dream Quest. Not the most highest end value-wise, but still big-time iconic artworks and great, powerful cards in the game. Big-time meta relevancy. And those things evolve over the years, right, if the game has longevity. King of the Realm is an iconic early card. Of course, Eric's Curiosa. You know, debatable on the play mechanic, but it is the namesake of the game. And it's just a stunning, incredible, mega popular artwork by Francesca Berald. Of course, you have the Alpha sketch card as the curio, one of the top curios, most valuable curios in the game. And an Alpha foil, Eric's Curiosa, is just like really hard to find, even in regular card form. You never see people selling the Curiosa foil from Alpha or the Death Dealer from Frazetta anymore. Likewise, for the Courtesan Tice, I always say Egyptian Queen, you know, because I remember the Frank Frazetta name of the painting. But that's a huge one, great old one of the more popular painted pieces from Dan Seagrave in the Alpha set. Twist of Fate from Santiago Caruso. He only has a few in the Alpha debut. I think he ended up with 2 cards in the Alpha debut. You got the Lord of the Void from Elvira Palakowska. Of course, Browse is a heavy hitter. That's big. Immortal Throne, the only alternative win condition in Alpha. Pact with the Devil, big-time unique card. Occult Ritual, super powerful. The Queen of Merlin. After an opponent draws a card, if they have more cards than you, you may draw a card. That's hot. What's up, John? How you doing, man? And thank you guys for being here. Kamui Matsu Festos, Richard DiFilippo. Henry Parsley. I saw you on Philo Stone's stream last night. Before he committed Harry Carey, and he's out of the game now. He's out of the game for a few weeks. We'll see if he reemerges. And Garrison, what's up, dude? And John Rothrock. All right, so there you have it. The foil sheet. And let me delicately reverse this. See that, guys? Amazing. Stunning. Only 4 in the world. I have 2 in hand right now. 2. Only 1 is coming to market. What did I miss, says Mike Pelly. That's what he said last time when we were about 2.5 hours in. So, of course, the back is full art. And this is the root cause of why I have not framed mine yet. Because I cannot pull the trigger on deciding on a side. I mean, it seems like a no-brainer. You kind of got to go with the foil side, right? But being the art guy and loving the art so much, you know, I want to find like a dual-sided, maybe double glass pane solution. Something that's not going to F up the surface and scratch it up. But something I could probably display both sides and rotate it. Maybe I'll hang it from the middle ceiling and just spin it like a fan, so I can enjoy both. Yeah, double glass frame. Change it when you want. Yeah, that might be the way, man. That might be the way. All right. Back in the Padfolio that goes. Got to keep that bad boy safe. All right, so we're going to go with the Philo Stone mat for now. Let's see, a couple other things I wanted to show you guys. All right, so let me think. So we got the foil uncut sheet. I guess I'll show you with the card I was showing to demo the lighting here. And we'll check again now that I adjusted the camera angle. And see how this lighting holds up. All right, so we'll do one of those. All right, so this is also going on this weekend and ending tomorrow night, Sunday night, at 9 p.m. Eastern. And then I'll show you what we're gonna, I'm gonna show you what we're gonna open the week with tomorrow night. So this is the first Arthurian Legends offer through the Arthouse auction system from Marta Molina. The Great Merlin's Tower, a unique site. It's a smaller set, so there's less uniques. And this is one of the more powerful uniques in the alpha set. Certainly one of the more power Marta cards and the great Arthurian lore and legend of the great wizard Merlin. So on the back, a beautiful artist proof. The painting from Marta. Yeah, I'm not wild about the lighting, guys. It doesn't do it justice. It's just a little too whitewashed. Let me try, let's try toning it down. What do you think, John? Is it too bright? Could go darker. John's the lighting guy. Is that better? What's the deal here, John? Is it too light or is it just too much direct light? I got this new thing that has like a 5-setting color spectrum, and you could do warmer light, and then you could do what is it, the Kelvins? Goes up to like 5,700 Kelvins, from like 3,000 to 5,700. So anyway, this is a gorgeous artist proof from Marta Molina, and that's going to end tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Eastern. I think the auction's at, what is it at, guys? Like $450? It hit reserve. So someone's going to go home with this one. I'll be shipping it out. Gorgeous. I have a few more coming from Marta. I do one a week from various artists to showcase various artists. 2 blue? No, that's the light behind me. I'm talking about the overhead light. How's that looking? Let me know if you have any tips for me, John, on the overhead lighting. The camera that's shining down on the cards. So this one ends tomorrow night, and then kicking off the week. This is fun, guys, because this, I don't know if this has ever been done. This is a true Collector Art House unique. I love to be innovative on the show. I can't take credit for this one. This is a working of 2 artists. 2 artists, not one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. So let me show you guys first a teaser. You see this magic card here? It's a magic card. It's a magic card. That's right. You heard me right. A magic card. But it's not your regular magic card. It's not a fireball. It's a bola de fogo. You see? It is a toy. It's definitely a toy, Dan. But I wasn't going there. I wasn't going there at all. It's just a bola de fogo, which can only mean one thing. With the teaser that's coming up to open our week Sunday night. Typically, it's Atlas Thorn that opens it up, but he has a couple proofs. I think 3 proofs in transit. 3,000 K, okay, much warmer. The lower the Kelvin temp. Yeah, but what would be an ideal overhead setting there, John, on the warmness and Kelvin number? All right, so it can only mean one thing. It's not English language. It's not an English language artist. So there is a power couple in Sorcery, right? One is a great altarist. The wife, altarist. She did a lot of magic cards until we got her into Sorcery. But her husband is a commissioned artist for the game, right? So she did an altar. Vivian Calazans is who we're talking about. And she did an altar of her husband, sorcery artist Kyle Calazan, Cursed Land. So here you have a take on Cursed Land by Kyle's wife Vivian of Cursed Land, an elite site that radiates malice. Whenever another site is played nearby, its controller loses 2 life. But here's the thing. It's not only an altar. It's not only a Vivian Calazan's work of art. It is, in fact, did you notice when I showed this card something different about it? Let me show you. You notice something about the corners on this? What do you notice about the corners compared to a regular sorcery card? You see where I'm going with this? On the surface, it appears to be an altar because it's a different artwork than Kaio's. But we have square corners. And square corners can only mean one thing. Artist proof. And on the back, an artist proof painting by Kaio Calazans. The 1 of 25, the first ever Cursed Land, artist proof from Arthurian Legends, altered. It's a 2-for-1. It's altered by wife Vivian and painted on the back by Kaio. Absolutely amazing. The Cursed Lands. You know, you see the beautiful castle in the back? Absolutely torched. Nuked. Devastated. Cursed. All vegetation is now devastation. Incredible piece. Incredible, brilliant idea. My mind was blown when Kaio and Vivian messaged me. They're like, Mike, we got an altered artist proof. We got an altered artist proof for you. And I was like, what are you talking about with that? I've never heard of such a thing. It's never been done in any game, as far as I know. I've never heard of such a thing. Who would do that? But the beauty is it's a husband and wife couple, and both of them are incredible artists. So you have this amazing new take on Cursed Land, and then the amazing reimagined Cursed Land from Kaio. And I love how like this one is kind of like a warm. It's still like in flames, right? But it's still got the signature Vivian style where it looks kind of like surreal and has this mystique about it. But then the back is like the aftermath, after the flames engulf the entire scene. And you see kind of in the background the castle and just the barren lands completely wiped out and eviscerated. So an amazing like color that they both have, right? You have a colorful version, but then you have this version with the lights, the castle emerging just masterfully, and the depth of that, just incredible. All right. So that's coming Sunday night. I might actually do a 48-hour auction on this one because this is a big one. It's the 1 of 25. There's only 20. The interesting thing about Arthurian Legends, we had 25 for the artists, and then we had another 4 in the Kickstarter. So this is truly unique. This is the first one. There's only 25 in Arthurian Legends, and it's a husband and wife combo. It's a big one. So I'm probably going to give it 48 hours. Sometimes people like to like sell off some cards, raise some cash, and really go hard on something they love. And sometimes the 1 is a big deal for people, the 1 of 25 on collectability. And this is just really different, you know? You get both. All right, so let me put that in a top loader and stop screwing around. Dangles wants that. So if Dan wins the auction, Dangles is going to steal this off of his porch. All right, so John, what are you saying about the lighting here? See, if I go low when it's sleeved, we got problems here, John. 5000K is considered natural light. Try that setting if possible, compared to the warmer, lower Kelvin temps, and compare what looks best. All right, so what we're going to do here, guys, we're going to get into the break, and then think about questions you want to get into for a Q&A afterward. Oh, I actually got one more reveal, and we're only 20 minutes in. I usually kill at least a solid, 45 before we do anything productive? All right, so we got 22 people in. It is now time to reveal the painting. Every week we got an original painting. Sometimes it's Alpha, sometimes it's Arthurian Legends. We're on a bit of a run here. I think for the past 3 or 4 weeks we've had an original painting auction run from Sunday to Friday. This week is going to be no different. We're going to run one from Sunday to Friday. It's going to run in parallel with the uncut foil sheet. The uncut foil sheet's at $5K. Maybe some people are priced out on that. Maybe they want to take a shot at an original painting. This is a first time ever offer from Collector Arthouse from this particular artist. It's an Alpha piece. It is a site. Sites are really big in Alpha. Really collectible. People love sites because they display so nicely on your wall with the horizontal, rectangular landscape. I own. Do I own many? I own a few. You guys have seen one I own from Modesty, which is one of the basic Alpha lands. Humble Village. Beautiful piece. I think you've seen it framed. I don't always showcase it in the back. I got the Avatar of Ear, the Keythera mechanism, the ring, original painting. Pretty decent card, that ring. I heard it's good. And the dragon. This little dragon guy right here. You see him? See my finger twitching right there? It's a little dragon. Wyvern, wyvern to some, even. Why did Mike get banned from the Facebook group? I'm actually unbanned. I inquired about it. Bada bing, bada boom, I'm unbanned. But I didn't join it. I just unbanned so I could, I don't know. I could know it exists. Anyway. The guy's trying to get me riled up here. All riled up here. All right, guys. So, the original painting that's coming to auction this week is, like I was saying, an artist that I have never offered before. This artist is very difficult to acquire his work. Look at that. Look at that. Can't even handle it, the camera. It's very difficult because he rarely sells his originals. They're really hard, right? So this is a unique piece. It's a big one, guys. You know why? Because it's an Alpha piece. It's a site. It's a staple. A meta staple. Meta relevant, as Kyle would say. Highly meta relevant. People play with this card. It sees a lot of play, and it's by the legend himself. You see? Andrea Modesti. Andrea Modesti. Why would I sell an Andrea Modesti? Why would I? I don't know. I asked myself this because I almost was just going to buy this piece. I was very tempted. But I was like, do I really need to own every Modesti? Everyone? No. Other people can have a Modesti too every once in a while. I don't know why the camera can't handle it. This is going to be a shame if it can't zoom. So it says Andrea Modesti for Sorcery Contested Realm. It was called Autumn when it was commissioned, all right? It was called Autumn. It was done in 2019, and there's Andrea's signature. There we go, guys. They changed the name. Simple Village. There we go. It likes that one. Zoomed right in. The beautiful Simple Village. A basic site from Alpha. There's only 3 of these of each of the 4 elements. So you have 12 basic sites in Alpha, 3 from each artist. You have Rustic, Simple, and Humble. I own Humble. I almost bought this one, but another guy got it, and he's letting this one go. This is a gorgeous piece. I mean, the scenic landscapes by Modesti are like no other. I actually own a few, guys. I own a few of these by Modesti. Landscapes. And then I own a few more spell cards by Modesti. Original paintings I'm talking about. More paintings than cards. What am I going to do with a card? You know? I can't put a card on a wall. I could. It would be hard to see with my old eyes and how I blind myself under these lights every week. But these paintings by Modesti are absolutely godly. He's one of my favorite artists, certainly, in Sorcery. This is a gorgeous piece. I mean, it actually looks really good under these lights. I'm glad I got this bar, and I got other crossbars and stuff, kind of keeping it centered. A little focus, right? Gorgeous. Gorgeous. It was called Autumn, you know, because of the autumn leaves. Stunning piece by Modesti, coming this week to Sorcery, Contested Realm Community Facebook group, and Collector Arthouse Discord. You can bid in either place. Let me see here. Let's see how I want to do this. Yeah, he's just got one pane. Okay, that'll be all right. The face of it is on the wax paper. So, just press it clean. Okay. So that Modesti piece, I'm going to get a nice picture, and you guys are going to see that pop up tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Eastern. And you're going to have a very rare opportunity to own a Modesti basic site from Alpha. One of the very few. Look at this, guys. I should have showed this too. Carta Trasparente. Architetto. My guy Modesti. From Pavia, Italy. You can go find a lot of information, behind the scenes, articles. 3 of them. Spear of Destiny, Humble Village, and Percival. I did 3 of them on the Collector Arthouse website. Find it in the links in the show comments. All right, no more screwing around. What are we doing here? We got 2 boxes of Alpha. One guy is going for a full box. Another is being opened across people for Collector Arthouse Patreon supporters, paid tier supporters. I'm selling these for only $3.50 a pack as add-ons for people that bought into the Alpha break. So it's dirt cheap. I mean, it works out to like $80-something for like the box. Aggregated across people. It was an adder to people buying into the Alpha break. So, and it's a way to give back and reward Patreon supporters that subscribe for a year or monthly and support me in doing this, which I greatly appreciate. Thank you very much. And then we're going to do 3 boxes out of this fresh case, as some might say. Fresh. For some reason, that word triggers me when people use that. I don't like the word fresh. It sounds awkwardly wrong. But it's a new case. Fresh pack. Fresh case. I guess it's fresh. I mean, vegetables are fresh if you're doing it right. Dan's girlfriends can get fresh sometimes. I hear. I don't know. It's just rumor and speculation. There's a lot of that in TCGs. Hopefully he's not watching with the old lady tonight. I might have exposed him. All right, so what's his face over there? Noble says the top 2 Axe Tool. Noble says the top 2 boxes always have the hits. So he's like, I'm in if I'm getting a top box. Like, all right, man. Well, there's 2 top boxes, and then there's gonna be a middle box because we're doing 3 tonight. All right. So I'm doing 3 out of this fresh case. All right. All right, this is how we're going to do it. We got the 3rd box. We got the double box. I dislodged my camera. Our whole world is shifting. Our whole world. I could tighten this up. There we go. We're going to stabilize. I'm not sure on the Kelvins yet. We're gonna F around and find out. That's usually how it goes. So what we're going to do is, let me see here. All right, we got a couple people to join the Discord. All right, a few administrative things. Join the Collector Arthouse Discord. Look at the show notes of this show. There's a LinkedIn, Linktree. Go to Linktree. You find like 8 different Collector Arthouse communities and what do you call that? Platforms and things, right? You got collectorarthouse.com. You got the several Facebook groups. First Facebook groups that ever existed in Sorcery. The biggest of which being the Sorcery Contested Realm community group. which is, I think we're very, very close, within like a few people of hitting 4,900 members. So we're going to make a final push to 5,000. Once we get to 5,000 members, I'm giving away one of my non-foil uncut sheets. I told you guys I have an entire set of foil uncut sheets. I'm offering some for somebody else. I'm not selling any of mine. So this one set's going to get disaggregated across bidders. I'm still going to have my full set, and the other 3 guys have their full set as far as I know. So, you know, it's a very rare opportunity to own a foil uncut sheet because a lot of people like me just never want to sell their own stuff. I never sell my own stuff, guys. Extremely, extremely rare. I've only sold a few things in all these years of sorcery that's my own. I'm just a hardcore collector and passionate about it, and I have a separation anxiety. I don't like giving away stuff. I don't like giving it up. Not giving it away. I mean, it's valuable, but giving it up is not fun. I'm a hoarder. So, what was I talking about? Yeah, when we hit 5,000 members, someone's going to win a non-foil uncut sheet. I'm just going to mail it to you. You're gonna go on the Wheel of Names. You're gonna join. You got to go to the Sorcery Community Facebook group. Join the group, and then look at the featured banner at the top. And there's a post there that says how you can have a chance to win that sheet. Also, join the Collector Arthouse Patreon. I mean, I'm doing breaks at like market value, which is unheard of. $25 a pack. There's these freaking guys on Whatnot selling for like 32 to 35. I'm told. That's significant, man. That's a significant percent increase. So, if you want to get packs at a reasonable price, this is how you do it. You know, you don't have to go buy. A lot of people don't want to go buy a whole box. They don't trust like throwing all that money into the wind with random guys on Discord or Facebook or eBay. They just want to buy into like a few packs. I have a 5-pack minimum, so at $25 is a $125 buy-in, which is not a lot, you know, for a lot of people. It's easier than throwing like 800 out there. But some of these guys are going hard. I think everybody tonight bought at least, I guess 9 was the low. Some guys bought 10. Is that right? 10, 4, 24, 30, 39? Oh, shit. Oh, it's 24. 24, okay. All right. I thought I messed up the count on the Arthurian Legends. But anyway, you joined the Patreon. I just did a big, I think I sold, dude, it was like over 300 playmats. Nice sale, big sale. Really, this is going to be really great for Severin P. New. Her art's going to be out in the world. A lot of the players are going to have these mats all over the place. They're going to be bringing them to tournaments. I had like a bit more than that printed, maybe like 100 across the different designs. Maybe something like that. I did a lot of the ones with the Collector Arthouse logo within the stone, and the reason for that is I'm going to be doing giveaways and stuff to tournament organizers, event organizers. I really want to support the community and get some of those Philo Stones mats out in the world there. You guys are distracting me with the comments here. All right, Henry, you getting into the Facebook group? I'll let you in later, man. I got to get serious here. I got to get rolling on this break because I want to do like a Q&A about state of the market towards the end because you guys are throwing out. I did that Thursday night with Steve from Philo Cards, and you guys had a lot of really great, interesting comments. So I'd like to hit on those topics and some of your questions if you have any after the break. I can't multi-focus. I'm a bit attention challenged. All right, guys, this right here is what we call a wheel. Can you even read the names there? It's like illegible. What we have is Jeff Toohey. He has a full box of Alpha and a full box of Arthurian Legends. We got Noble for 10, Rich Steph for 10, Morticore for 10, Aoki, Garrison, and Ghost Pants. So we're going to I almost forgot to shuffle. We're going to shuffle it up. Yeah, I'm going to help out the community, Timbo. I'm going to send those out, and what I'd love to do is send like a handful of 2-player playmats, and hope people will use those for like the top 4 matches, top 8 players, and then maybe the winner of those 4 matches wins the mat. You know, obviously people will keep it, and then for the top game, the winner could win the top mat. And then I'll give away single player mats too from time to time, with different ways. Like, you know, to foster and encourage a community. If people that are helping to grow the sorcery community group, which is a great forum that's very active every day and generates a lot of interest and excitement during these quiet periods in the game. You know, things like that. People that are active and having positive discussion to keep the game interesting. All right, so 10 alpha, and I said these top 2 in the front were from the. This is for Noble. He wanted the top 2 boxes only, and I said I'm gonna do. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go across the. Should I do it across the 2? Could get confusing. I was gonna do the Elon chainsaw break, where I was gonna go across the boxes if we did a full case. But since we're not doing a full case, I'm gonna just do a 1 box at a time type of thing. Sticker box meta. It has a dust code and the sticker. I don't. What is a sticker box? Everyone talks about these sticker boxes. I don't even know what that means. There's all these superstitions where the top 2. Henry's like, dude, you were born yesterday? You don't know about the primo hits on a little limited sample size? No sticker. No sticker. 3, 4, 5, 6. 7, 8, inverted pack for 9, and 10. All right. We already got people getting a little fired up. So we're gonna do 10 for this Cat Noble here. All right. So I'm gonna do one of those. I should do it like that. I kind of like that with all the boxes in the back. Feels like a whatnot break. Noble also believes in the Tooth Fairy. That's what I'm saying, man. Limited sample size. Did you see PC's Curio poll last night? I did. You got that trash troll Curio. It's like I don't know. That's about as nice as I could be about it. Oasis is a beautiful, powerful card that people enjoy. I hate the troll Curios, guys. I'm not trying to be flippant about it. Who opens a pack like that? I'm like shuffling on like a deck of cards, just going top to bottom. Doesn't even make any sense. It's because of the lighting. I'm trying to see how they look under the light. Oh, Sorcerer. No Gridlord. Gridlord is one of my. What do you guys feel about Gridlord? I think it's one of the top. I like the Gridlord. What are you laughing about, Henry? I smoke those trolls. You're right. I like the Gridlord and I like the 9-piece. This game of Sorcery. It's a great thing. It's a great game to enjoy with your wife or girlfriend. Any one of those. Be very enjoyable with either one. Says Dan. That's what I heard from Dan. Iceberg. The Vault of Zool. The lighting's not bad, but it's not great. The Humble Village is nice. Death Dealer or Go Home. Is Death Dealer? Oh, Death Dealer Curio. Yeah. I mean, yo, what's up? We got Ivan. We got Dangles. Oh, we got a foil coming up here, guys. Our first foil is none other than Bone Rabble. It's ironic because this is when I did the alpha break with all the artists. Go back on my channel and look for the alpha break bonanza. That's not what it's called. It's not what it's called at all. But it says it's called alpha break something or other. And I had about 15 artists do a cameo on that break. It was absolutely legendary. I didn't pre-announce it. It was a complete surprise for the community. And people were flipping out, and it was an amazing time. So go check that out. And on that, when my first alpha box opening, that was like right at release, there was a Bone Rabble was the first foil that I ever pulled. So that's a nice throwback. It's the first foil that I pulled tonight. It's pretty cool. All right, so we got Bone Rabble. It's an ordinary foil for Noble. He's probably going to get hosed because he wanted the top box and wasn't a sticker box. Some people like to play with their wives and girlfriends. That's what Sorcery is all about, my friends. It's what it's all about. 22 people in here. I guess people are burnt out from the self-mutilation exercise that Philo Stones did last night. Sky Baron? Oh, Scarecrow. It could have been Baron. The light's appalling. The light is absolutely atrocious. John, what's going on with my Kelvins tonight? Is it better if I hold it lower? I don't know. I feel like it's blind. Oh, was that Oh, Rustic. That looks familiar. That's not the one, though. I get them mixed up sometimes. It's Simple that's coming up. All right. So Noble's in for 2 ordinary foils so far. He's got, 10 packs? It's a nice chill night. Got no music on this show. No music ever. I used royalty-free music one time. It said royalty-free. And Sergi and that other bastard were still on my ass about that. They're like, no monetization for you, Mike. There we go. This is a nice piece. I had a shot at buying this piece. The guy that did buy it said, Mike, should I buy this one? I was look at the painting. And then he bought it. I was it's Dan Seagrave. And look at it. And then he bought it. Simple Village, guys. Tomorrow night, the original painting. Modesty. If you just joined, you missed it. I don't know what you've been doing. I don't know what you've been doing all night. So if you guys ever need, should I buy the painting advice? I'm gonna play back the recording like Ferris Bueller. Look at it. What do you think? Is the sun hot? Is it or isn't it? All right. EverQuest? I've been trying to locate Keith Parkinson painting from EverQuest. Keith Parkinson has a website. His wife, Donna Parkinson, sells his paintings that he has left. Actually, the original Guardians logo is still available. So many times I've considered buying it. How hilarious. Ooh, Swamp. This guy's hitting all the foils. I guess he was right. They're all... Oh, he had an exceptional. So, look at his artwork on Swamp Buffalo. Does anyone take a moment to appreciate the Swamp Buffalo? Look at the intricacy on this. And the line work. Eric commissioned... Well, actually, yeah. Yeah, he commissioned Jussie Pilkus because of his line work, you know? He admired the great Quentin Hoover. Told me this in the early days. Since he couldn't have Quentin, obviously, he found Jussie Pilkus. He just found him. You know, Jussie is interesting because he had gotten away from traditional painting for so long. What's up, Filthy? And Jussie, I'm talking about. He got away from traditional painting for a very long time, and he has very few of his work on these social media sites. He's really not a big social media guy. But Eric found some of it, and it was enough. He thought it was enough to kind of fit, another foil, what he was looking for. And he commissioned them, and he got a huge break. It really reinvigorated his passion for hand-painted art. And he told me he's got a bit of imposter syndrome. He's like, I don't know if my stuff's good enough. I was like, dude, your work is super popular in Sorcery. And then in Arthurian Legends, man, I mean, he did some amazing stuff in Alpha, certainly, too. But his work in Arthurian Legends is really incredible, in my opinion. Him and Elvira Palakowska, I think, really did tremendous stuff. Another foil. Unbelievable. Maddening Bell. So he hits an elite. Jesus, Noble. He says the first 2 packs. I went from left to right across the packs. You're ruining it for everybody else. The Rustic. All right. Who's blowing up my phone? Is Chris blowing up my phone over here? What? I get distracted too easily. Oh, he's talking about miscuts and errors. Guys, go into the Collector Arthouse Discord and tell these creeps that I'm live right now. Why are they shooting the shit and chatting right now when I'm live? Tell them to come in here. Ask some questions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 foils. He had 6 foils and 10 packs. Not bad, Noble. You got an exceptional. You got an elite. And your best buddy, Philo Cards, strangled himself with the tape from a VHS cassette last night. And now, no more Philo Cards. No more Philo Cards. He actually said he had to go to bed early tonight. He was too tired. He was too tired from the self-mutilation that he inflicted on himself last night. I don't know. I don't know why he did it. I think he should probably just stay in the game. But he's like, I'm old, I'm tired, I'm out of here. He's completely breaking down, the old man. He'll probably watch this tomorrow and be like, yeah, he's right. He's right. I don't know why we didn't talk about this on Thursday. But he knows me. He knows me better than my wife does. Better than my wife and my girlfriend and the Cougars at the YMCA. All right. Back to the wheel, guys. Enough screwing around. He will be back in 3 weeks. We'll see. We'll see about that. The world could end in 3 weeks, according to, who knows? Maybe Kevin will start running his mouth again. Anything can happen. All right, we got Ghost Pants for 14, and then we're into Arthurian Legends for 14. How about that one? Ghost Pants. All right, so this will be fun, because we'll get a little taste of both. Ghost. All right, we got Ghosty Ghost. I got to get more top loaders primed, because Noble just pulled them all. All right. It is Kevin's fault. It's absolutely true. No one else is responsible. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yeah, it's most of the foils, man. Ghost Pants. He was just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. He was just lamenting about how he's had some ups and downs on the breaks. I think he got 2 of these guys, though, in his last box. He said it was the most interesting thing he pulled out of his last Arthurian box. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I just do 2. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yeah, he said, he's like, I'm an addict. I'm in all of Mike's breaks, and it sometimes I score, and then when I hit a drought, it hurts me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. He's always on a plane when we're doing the breaks, too. That's the other thing. So he never gets to see it. It's just pure misery for this guy. All right, we're going to do Alpha first, and then we're going to get into Arthurian Legends. Thought it was funny because it was an off-center land surveyor. Oh, it's Festos, yeah. You were blowing up my phone there. It was very distracting. I have no discipline. I see my phone blowing up, and... Are you, like, opening packs while I'm opening packs? The irony. I think I just sprained my thumb on that last pack opening, by the way. It feels a little tender. I don't know. Alright. Doomsday Prophet. Is this even... There we go. Maybe I'll just look and make sure that it's projecting well instead of looking down at the cards. So then my face will always be looking off to the side. Alright, we haven't hit our first Philo Stone yet. But the Arthouse hits a Philo Stone in every case. Every case, every time. We did 3 cases over the past month or so. And we hit 6 Philo Stones in those 3 cases. Just sorting? Alright. It's hard to you just like the tone of my voice then? It's hard to see the break when you're sorting. Dan got 2 stones. Every 5 packs, Dan gets a stone. He gets 1 per 5 packs. Ooh, Highland Princess. I got a hit for a Ghost Pants, man. I should have went across the 2 boxes. Maybe I screwed the guy. Maybe he'll get a Curio. I don't know. I need to start a policy where we don't look at trolls on this channel. We're very anti-troll. That would be a way to reverse troll Eric. If I didn't respect the trolls. Is this thing going to zoom tonight or what? There we go. Gray Wolves. You know who says they like wolves but don't buy wolves? Doesn't buy wolves? Too fluent. He talks about the wolves, but then Dan buys the wolves. You know? Hey, how about that, speaking of posers, how about Kyle? You guys know Kyle? He's a good guy, but he was a camel guy, and then he became a wolf guy. There's no explaining that. There's no way to justify that. But they had their first Explorer Series tournament today, so I guess I'll stop busting his chops. Occult Ritual, and we got a foil coming up. The first, Pit Vipers, a terrifying tangle of former camel owners. Zero integrity on that, Kyle. Zero integrity. He saw Dan liked frogs, and he's like, I'm going to go attack him. I'm going to abandon my camel. What a scumbag. My cam's lagging? Is that right? Good. I'll tell you about the hit before it hits. Then you can call me a scammer. maybe your eyeballs are lagging. Does anyone else think it's lagging? It seems in sync to me, but this is real life on my end. So I don't know. Good. Kyle is confused. When you lack integrity, it's hard to know who you really are and what you actually enjoy in this world. Ooh. Wait a second. Wait a second. Where's that wrapper? I just opened an Arthurian Legends pack on the fly. I grabbed it from the wrong pile. I was like, wait a minute. The Fomorians aren't in alpha. What happened there? Is that the lag? Is that the lag that got us? Man, McKinnon. Sam McKinnon. All of a sudden, Arthurian Legends cards. I thought they just came out of the alpha pack. I think it was just the lag, Dangles. Imagine if I lagged like 5 alpha packs and all of a sudden I was on Arthurian Legends and you guys are like, what's he talking about? What's he talking about with the Fomorians? Look at this. The autofocus is lagging. Yeah, you distracted me with that nonsense. I was trying to bust Kyle's chops. It's tough going through life with a name like Kyle. It's a soft name if you think about it. Think about it. Oh, Cave Trolls. Curio? No. Boss Troll Curio? No. You're short a few letters, you got a Curio. I don't know. What an idea that is. What a clever idea. I'm dropping frames here and there? Really? Is anybody else dropping frames? Or is it his AOL dial-up? Dead? What does Steve have to do with that? You think Philo Stones is doxing me? I don't know anyone else who's dead. I only know living people. Humble Village. Beautiful card. In Augusta, Georgia, our group pulled 6 AL Curios, all from the same shipment. How many boxes was that in, Charlie Baker? Same shipment. Shipment is an interesting way to phrase it. It's not like it's not an actual quantity there. Whose is this? Ghost Pants? It's got 2 foils, Ghost Pants. He's never going to participate in my breaks again. Andrew Lum. Steven opened a Boss Troll Curio yesterday. I saw that. I know. We talked about that. I talked about how trash that card is. To put it politely. I didn't want to say more. I just left it there. All right, man. So he kind of got hosed on the... He got two foils. One's a Cave Troll. And both are ordinary foils. So 10 packs, $25, $250. Sometimes you win, sometimes sometimes you don't. What are you talking about? What are we even looking for in Arthurian Legends, man? I'm so rusty on Arthurian. What are the good cards? The Ring? Oh, God, that Pond. It's absurd. Sam McKinnon, such a god. His artist proofs have been out of this world. Oh, Pork Chop Sandwiches is here tonight. Congrats on opening a foil elemental avatar in your boxes. Yeah, you remember that, man? That was like a couple weeks ago we opened it. Actually, across 2 of my cases, I opened, what were they, guys? Was it water? What was the other one I opened? I opened 2. I hit 2. We crushed. Dude, that's Drew Tucker right there coming at me. He is one of the Fomorians. It's incredible. He's a mean muggin, too. Brother Knight, Quinn Hoover. We talked about him earlier, right? Oh, God, the Common Villa. Look at this Modesti painting. Who do you think owns that painting? I don't know. I'm not sure who would buy a Modesti paint. Oh, God. Tactical move. Tactical move. I almost bought it. Oh, God. A Hamlet. Who owns that? Hamlet's a good card. Oh, wait. I was going to keep the Arthurian separate. My bad. My bad on that. Who owns the ring? Painting. Slip it in there. Slip it on the index finger. See? Ringham, Oregon. Ringham, Oregon. Not banned. Not banned. Shut your mouth, Itza. Shut your mouth. Lord of shut your mouth. It's not going to get banned. It's not happening, guys. They'll just design new cards. You just got to play smarter. Just play smarter. Figure something. Ooh. Look at a golden harp. Severin. Tax collector. What do you guys think about the tax collector? Remember Greed from Magic the Gathering? Wasn't there like a tax collector kind of card too in Magic? Oh, do I gotta look at these effing guys? I sold this painting, the Philo cards. Remember Philo cards, guys? Oh, man. That was a fun funeral you had last night. Yep, it was a fun funeral for Philo cards last night. Just build your entire deck around countering the ring. Yeah. Oh, land tax. Yeah, that's right, Henry. So what do you think about the tax collector? Oh, God, Face City. I still have maybe just one or two prints left of this. If you guys want a... I'm helping Vasily sell his prints because it's very difficult in Russia. If you guys want to support Vasily, I have Face City, the White Deer, and Grim Reaper. Was there a fourth? Deer? Face City? Reaper? If you guys remember, let me know. I have a few different prints for him. Ooh. Sword and Shield. Alan Pollock. That's a really cool one. This is like a Guardians card, guys. Go check out Guardians CCG. That's what really reminded me of. Remember I was doing those comparisons, the Guardians? Focus for me. Oh. Thankless. Thanklessly. Another freaking Squire. I don't even want to check for curios on these ones. I don't want to acknowledge. I don't want to give it the respect of the check. Remember, it's a guy that wants the ring band? Scumbag. He owns that painting. Where are the Jussie Pilkus originals? Hold that thought, my friend. Hold that thought. I don't have any in hand. You'd like a White Deer, Ruben? Hit me up after, man. Hit me up. I got at least... I know I have at least one White Deer left. But check in my Patreon post for the pricing, or I'll look it up later. But I posted those a while back before some of you guys joined. Fire Breathing. I've sold a lot of these paintings recently. I'll get you a Jussie pork chop sandwiches. Make sure you're in the Sorcery community group and the Collector Arthouse Discord. And I'll make your dreams come true on Jussie. Ooh, Sylvan Splendor. Tooth Fairies. It's not going to happen soon, though, guys. It's not in the current rotation. But we'll have a Jussie. It's only a matter of time. Jussie's the man. He would come to SorceryCon if he wasn't deathly afraid of getting on a plane. So therefore, he will never come to SorceryCon. We got to go to Europe if we want to see the great Jussie Pilkus. But we will sell some paintings, no doubt. You pulled a foil Blunderbore? That's hot. Oh, you don't collect foils? Trade it then. Dangles. What are you talking about, man? What are you talking about? What is this blasphemy you're saying? Are you talking about Vasily? Are you, that's absolutely blasphemous what you just said. Absolute savage, this guy. Sir Tristan. So we had another one. Heidi Talifer. So Heidi Talifer recently had her artwork featured in a show in France, and Severin Pinu was at this show. So I was on Instagram one day, like I frequent every day, Instagram. It's a nice platform, actually. Ooh, got a foil here. To Sugar Plum Pixies. That's a cool one. Man, the line detail. That's why he's in the game. Oh, Hamlet's Ablaze. Remember this? There's a sample card of this, guys. Extremely rare. I believe... Come on, focus on it. I believe there's only one discovered. It was not used in alpha, so that's a special sample card. Helpful Hob. It's a friendly little guy. What was I talking about? What was I talking about, guys? Oh, yeah, so Severin's show in France. Severin was at this show. I was on Instagram. I pull it up. Up pops a painting. And it's Heidi Talifer saying, hey, my painting's on display at this show in France. What is it? Is there like a dot? Is there like a dot going across my forehead right now? Or is that just a mark on my monitor? Oh, huh? See a dot there? This black dot's annoying me. It's a lot of forehead. It's a lot of forehead, guys. But I have a nice head of hair. I just cut it short. Not balding. Italians don't bald. Except the short ones. Those guys go down hard. So anyway, I'm on Instagram and I see Heidi Talifer has a painting. And what's next to it? Severin's painting. Heidi had no idea. I was like, Heidi, you at that show? I was like, do you know whose painting that is next to yours? It's Severin's painting. She had no idea. We got a short, bald Italian throwing out blasphemy against Vasily. So anyway, yeah, she was amazed too. I was like, what a small world that you commissioned for this game along with this other artist, and there's this show in France. So she wasn't... Oh God, I keep putting it on the wrong pile. So she wasn't at the show, but... I'm all mixed up here, guys. I'm all mixed up. There we go. Sword and Shield. Wizard's Den. English version. I guess I forgot to check that, right? Yeah, so she didn't even know. You just messaged me, Pork Chop? I gotta stop looking at my phone, guys. Alright, let's get serious here. This is taking way too long. We got a lot to talk about after the break. I'm going to make that a separate segment after the break to talk about current state of sorcery and sorcery topics and Q&A because I need to focus. I can't focus when I'm looking at these freaking artwork. It stops me in my tracks too much, and I'm disoriented because I haven't opened Arthurian Legends in quite a while. How sick would it be? I forgot that there's gilded potential. I was just looking for curios, but it would be amazing to open a gilded. Were those cards backwards in that pack? All right. So I got to reach out to my buddy Rodney Matthews there. I haven't talked to him in a few weeks, but see what he's up to. He's extremely busy, man. I'm trying to get him to... He's got I think we worked out a few artist proofs for a few people from Rodney, but he's always like extremely busy. Obviously, he's like an extremely accomplished artist, very popular. He does take commissions. It is a premium due to him being a really iconic artist and having very limited time. But get a Rodney painting while you can, guys. He won't be painting forever. I think he's about 78 or 79. He's up there. And it's amazing. He still paints. If I could hold my hand steady at that age, I'd be doing all right. But I'll probably be dead. Probably be dead long before that. It's a tax collector again. Just being realistic, guys. Just playing the odds. Hunter's Lodge. Modesty. The hero we don't deserve. Filthy, you going to bed? I'm out skis. He's out skis. All right, man. Good night. It's a bad decision, but gotta do what you gotta do. I need me a Modesty Black Plague Proof. Yeah, you know what? Modesty, I buy his paintings every once in a while. I'm like, hey, now what paintings you got there, buddy? I own a lot of Modesty paintings. I don't even know how many. I got some in the game, some not in the game. And most recently, there's Modesty, man. Beautiful. He said, hey, Mike, what do you think about selling some artist proofs? And I was like, what do I think about it? What does that guy think about buying that Seagrave painting? So, I mean, it kind of goes without saying. I think it's a good idea. I think it's a real good idea. So we'll see, guys. I don't know. It's no media plans, but be pretty good to do that. Enjoy Rodney Matthews cover art on the new Avantasia. Yeah, that was hot. The Avantasia album. Yeah, Rodney's still doing it, man. He's still making it happen. All right, so what did so we had 14 alpha and 14 Arthurian Legends. And 2 foils from the alpha, 4 foils from AL. I don't know, it was a tough night for the Ghost Pants. He was like, damn it, Mike. Let's do it. And he got us on the board for another couple of boxes. So I appreciate you, Ghost Pants, even though you're on a plane right now. Missing all the action. It's going to be a sad time when he gets back. Oh, Garrison. Garrison, a 10 and 10. 10 and 10 for Garrison. Hang on. All right, so Garrison's coming off the wheel. And then we're going to start getting serious here. All right, so back to the wheel. I'll make sure to set aside some shiny pennies for when that happens. All right. Yep, stay plugged in there, Ocho. Ocho Cinco. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wouldn't it be funny if we got hosed on the top 2 boxes that are always the banger hits, allegedly? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It would be tragic, but maybe funny. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, it's just, look at the karma on this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we're through a box of Arthurian Legends. Alright, so we're through a box of Arthurian. We're almost through a box of Alpha. We got 2 more boxes of Alpha. And then 1 more box of Arthurian. But a guy... Yeah, Chad Johnson. Who day? Ocho Cinco. Guy had personality. You got to respect that. I like anybody that's unique, original, and has personality. If you're a poser, phony, scumbag, then you get out of here. You get out of here. Ocho Cinco. He was an original. He's a good dancer, too. The guy could dance like a champ. He had moves. Remember he was on that, what is it called? The Masked Dancer? Or something like that? Absurd show. I never actually watched it. I don't think I ever saw it. But, I know he was on it. The Delcian Phalanx. Didn't I sell that painting? I think I did. You got to meet Ocho? Got to meet him when I was in like middle school. Wasn't that like 3 years ago, Ocho? You look young as shit, man. You look mad young. Ooh, Chaos Twister. I love Chaos Twister. Wait, I gotta get back to this story on Ocho. Cave Trolls, but not a curio. Got to meet him when I was in like middle school when I lived back in Ohio. 50 plus Gen X Club represent. Henry is Ocho's dad, I think we just discovered. It could be a relation there. Ocho's going to college next year, guys. The big university. You looking at colleges, Ocho? Narrowing it down. It's probably like 30. It's probably like 25. Let's comment in the chat how old you think Ocho is. Everybody, let's guess. You guys know Ocho? He was at Sorcery Con. Were you at Courtesan Cup last year too? Remember Courtesan Cup? Swims with the fishes with Philo cards. Philo's probably at the Courtesan Cup right now. He's like, guys, I'm here. Where is everybody? Philo's like, I'm taking 3 weeks off. I'm going to the cup. So I gotta go to bed early tonight. He won't watch it back. We're not hurting anybody, because he'll never hear it. He's not gonna watch it back, guys. It's gonna be like a 4-hour stream. Oh, you missed a courtesan? You think Ocho? Alright, so we got a 32 vote for Ocho. Only one person wants to guess Ocho's age. Gosh. He gave it away, man. You gave it away too soon. Not a single foil in this box. There are no foils. Garrison, are you going to get 0 foils in 10 packs? It's cause you're 44, Ivan? It's cause ooh, you got a mixed Ignis at least. Oh, man. Is you really going to get no foils in 10 packs? Yeah, you got hosed there, Garrison. It's unfortunate. It's because we're not doing a case. I'm telling you, blending is the only way. We got to sell a full case and go blender style. I'll sleeve up your mix Ignis at least. Oh, Ivan's 34. Yeah, I thought 44 seemed old for you. 28 for Ocho. Not bad. Not a bad way to live. Still in his 20s. I'll be dead by the time you graduate college. Fomorians. Ooh, look at a salmon. What a painting. Beautiful. That drops. The Squires, I'm going to keep it real. The Squires are worse curios than the Trolls. Just when you thought it couldn't get worse on the desecration of curios, you get these effing Squires completely obliterating the category, making an absolute mockery of the category. That's nice, man. I have one. I think I do. I have the. It's too hard. I got the playmat, but it's over there. It's too hard to get to. I'd have to navigate through. I hate that I have to look at these freaking Squires. I'm only doing it because it's a break. If it wasn't a break, I would just rip that card in half instantly. I would just rip it up. I wouldn't even wonder if it was a curio. I wouldn't even think about it. I'd be like, this card must die. And it must happen fast and furiously. Knighthood. Man. Yeah, I have the Rodney calendar at work. And he's got a lot of tactical move. I should have bought that freaking paint. I'm such a jackass moron. Weightless. Pissing me off again. Gets me all triggered. Oh, Henry Cho! Cho! Just revived Sorcery. Cho said he was scaling back and Sorcery died the next day. Oh, look at that. It's a unique, but it might not be. It could be, but it could not be. I don't know. I don't even know what is and what isn't anymore. Cho, are you back in... Oh, you're coming back, Cho? Are you back in the country? I saw you were at the Lord of Itza ruins. Did you know that Lord of Itza is trying to ruin Sorcery by calling for a ban of the Ring of Morrigan? You piece of shit. You guys thought I wouldn't say it. Itza. Go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself. Scumbag. He's trying to get it banned. Absolute degenerate. It's late at night. I could say whatever I want. The kids are sleeping. We're going to revisit the cursed. Most kids are sleeping by now. I can say whatever I want. Won't even get demonetized either. Loose morals of Sergi. Cho, you missed this earlier, man. See the cursed land? Look at this. This is convenient. You got Cursed Land and a Cursed Land Altar, but it's an altar by Vivian Calazans and an artist proof by Kaio Calazans, the power couple. Altar, artist proof. It's a go fuck yourself. Yeah, that scumbag. It's trying to ruin everything. Yeah. Yeah, it's a twofer. It's an altar. I don't actually have beef with it, so other than he's trying to get my my Ring of Itza. Ring of Itza. The scumbag, see? He's in my head, man. He's in my head. He's trying to get my freaking Ring of Morrigan band. Oh, that's a foil. It was a foil. I thought I saw a foil. It's Foxy. He's a foxy foil. People love the fox. Look at him. He's so sly. He's so sly. Like, look at me. Look at me. This is my body. He's blinging up. He's just in the woods chilling. Liz said she saw like her friends. It was in her friend's yard or something. She had a whole story write up about it on. Damn it! I keep putting it in the wrong pile. It's Itza's fault, man. It's all in my head. Oh look, I got the witch. Did I go right past that? Is that good? What's the rarity on the witch? I don't even know. Don't even know. I don't know anything about this game. I'm like a noob. Total noob at Sorcery. Who's getting divorced, Dan? You think Itza's wife's leaving him because he's been trashing the ring? I would. I'm going to call her up. I'm gonna be like, hey, you don't need him anymore. Guy's lost his mind. Double rainbow. Poor Itza. He's getting trashed. He's getting absolutely trashed. Ooh. The Rodney foil. Yeah, I got new lighting here, Cho. And I'm not sure if it's good. I mean, it looks good, though, doesn't it? It looks good with the cards. It's rapidly... Oh, son of a bitch. Oh, damn. The Wedding Hall. That is a card right there. Yeah, it looks good with the cards, I'd say. But it's not, like, blowing up my face. Oh, you know what? I could blast my face with the old lights in a minute here. That'd be an interesting experiment. Who's blowing me? Who's messaging me on Facebook? I bet it's Ed or somebody. Oh, it is. Yeah, man. Yeah, it's Ed. Ed Bear Jr. I called it, man. I was like, it's bet it's Ed. He doesn't know. He's at a show right now, so he doesn't know I'm streaming. It's a good call bringing the copyright symbol back there, Eric. Oh, that's a unique foil. That's a unique foil in Arthurian Legends. There you go, Garrison. All right, look at this, guys. You want to go old lighting? Let me see if I got. Oh, I thought I had that blown up. Old life is like the new life. What the fuck? I'm about to light up like a candle, baby. Look at that face. Look at my face. You see that? You see? How is that better? Look how bright that is. Maybe the camera will like it. Oh, Ivan, he's about to. Ivan's trying to kill Sorcery. The guy has like some of the heaviest bags around. He's like, I'm buying shit cheap as shit. Want me to just burn it down? All right. Yeah, Cho. He's not. Cho's like, was it like $7? $7 alpha boxes. And Ivan's like, I got a family, or at least I might someday. Cho. It used to be a family channel, but Arthouse After Dark gets a little spicy. Because of Itza. Dude, this lighting's on point now. I think The focus is legit. You see how good it looks? Look how good it looks. I got 3 lights going right now. I might have to put sunglasses on pretty soon, but other than that, I mean, fucking Ivan just killed Sorcery. Good job, Ivan. Way to think it through, pal. Way to think it through. Just absolutely nuked the game. I should probably ban him from the channel right now. I could do it if I knew how to. If I knew how, it could be done. He basically just pulled a Kevmo live on my channel. Because he found the one unicorn deal. God. Cards keep tipping over here. Got me all flustered. Had to say it. Now it'll go up. Right, just saved the game. Just saved it. All right, so Garrison and what did he do here? 10 and 10? In 20 packs, he gets 2 foils in a mix. Absolutely eviscerated. But at least you got a unique foil from the legend Rodney Matthews. So come again. Don't worry. Don't worry. Everything's going to 0, but and you'll probably get better hits next time. Other than everything going to 0, as reported by Ivan here on the Collector Arthouse live stream, there's nothing to worry about. All right, Rich Def, 10 alpha. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 3, 4, 5. All right, 5, and then thank God we're into the next alpha box. Should I go, guys? Should I go with top box or third box for the next box? Write in if you want top box, say 1. If you want bottom box, say 3 for the next box. 1 or 3. Oh, even Will Jackson's talking to my Discord when I'm live. The disrespect. The disrespect. Top box? Everybody wants top box. That means Jeff Toohey's going to get a full third box. Let's do that. All right, everybody said top? Everyone says top is where it's at. So we'll let Toohey have the third box, and he'll probably rip all your faces off. All right. All right. I heard you. Everyone said top. No problem. Top box coming at you. Let's see. All right. Rich Def. Is that? Oh, I just put 2 and 2 together and figured out who Rich Def is. All right, so Rich Def said 1. So you want top box? All right, so I'll go. I'll spread across the 3. You guys get a nice look at my forearm there under intense lighting. 2, 3, 4, 5. Bunch of tops in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 from second top box. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 from. Let's do the 5 from the last box because we hit a ton of foils there from Noble, and then we only hit. I don't know. Are there any foils left? You think in that first box? We're gonna find out. We have to round. Now we find out. Dude, it focuses. If I pull a Grid Lord, I'm gonna get struck by lightning. I love Grid Lord. I would probably make a deal for a Grid Lord or 9-piece. Those are the 2 grails of Alpha. Of course, there's a few other good curios too. Certainly, Alpha had an amazing curios, guys. That's right, Dan. That's a spirit. F around, find out. Every once in a while, someone finds out. It's necessary. It's like just Darwinism, you know? Elite foil there. Not bad there, pal. Not bad when you hit a unique foil. Could have been worse. Yeah, Darwinism says every now and then someone's got to find out. So sometimes people volunteer to find out. Right, Dan? It's like they're asking for it. It's like, please. Please. Let me see how We see how hard I can push on this button until I find out. Get me all fired up, Dan. All fired up. Ooh, the Nimbus Gen. Remember when I auctioned that one? Who remembers? Midnight Rogue. There are a couple foils left. Elvira Shakarova. Beautiful painting. Remember when we looked at the sample card? The sample card has a different frame from left to right. One of them's a little more zoomed in, and one's a little wider. You see a little more of the person in the window right here. What do you think's going on in this window? I mean, it's nighttime. There's some glowing yellow light. It's only a couple possibilities. It's only, I mean, it's up to your imagination and how much of a sick bastard you are, but there's really only a couple of things that could be happening there. And they got their back turned to the window, so, I mean, you just use some basic logical reasoning, and 1 and 2 usually makes 3. You did a deep dive on live curios, and there really are a handful? I'll tell you who else did a deep dive on curios. Henry, are you new to my platforms? No one has ever gone deeper on curios. I hope you didn't waste too much time. Because you only got to go to like 1 or 2 spots, a mix, to go as deep as you can possibly go on the curios. Oh, you're not? Okay. All right, man. Thanks for Henry Parsley. Is that a real name, by the way? What a name that is. Parsley. I like that. Rocket went pretty deep. You're a little young for that, Dan. A little young. But who am I to judge? I say good for him. Real good. So you only got so much time. You don't want to start too late. Better start too young. Because there's no such thing. Ooh, Mother Nature. Really nice. How ironic. We get the painting of the pregnant woman. That's some bad karma there, Dan. You better keep an eye on that kid. I mean, there's been a lot of karma, fate, and destiny at the Arthouse. And you are playing with fire, my friend. Better watch that kid. Sure is. Goes back to the 1400s in England, Scotland. Limited time. You drink less than 10%? You mean less than 10% of the time? You're not drinking rubbing alcohol? You crazy bastard. Never. Would never dream of it. Alright. Crater Eyes. The jokes get worse as the night gets longer. Only the strong stuff. Rubbing alcohol. It's too smooth. Too smooth for Dan. The Bottomless Pit. That's a painting, man. Seagrave. Alright, who is this? Rich Stuff? Alright, Rich. I think you hit an elite. You hit 2 elites? Well, you got the mix. You got the elite Leviathan. You got the ordinary. Yeah, you got 2 elites. In 10 packs. $250. Is that right? 25 times 10? So you get a mix, 3 foils, 1 ordinary, 2 elites. That's not bad, man. That is a... Was that the... I think 1 was at the end of the last box and 1 was at the beginning of the new box of the 2 elites there. Just hit my massive Italian beak on my microphone. Never advised. Don't do that at home, kids. Where's that short bald guy that was talking shit on Vasily? Alright. Back to the wheel. Shows gets weirder and weirder by the minute. Everyone's sleeping already. It's my smooth voice We're getting through this quick, I feel. Morticore for 10. Dude, we're going to finish up with a full box break for Jeff Toohey by the time this is done. Morticore. All right, so we got... all right, we F something up. What did we F up, guys? Morticore. Did I forget to put someone on the wheel? I might have done that. You see what I did there, guys? It's almost ironic. You see what I did here? All right, so let me show you what I did here. Morticore for 10. Look at this wheel. All right. Morticore, we're going to get off the wheel. You see this? Aoki 9 alpha, Cheetah 13 alpha. Those are two distinctly different people. And it would be interesting if we hit it. Should I just leave it and then open both of these guys at the same time? I mean, it's the same degree of randomness, but I'll probably F it up and confuse the packs. So I'm going to drop Cheetah down onto his own line and get his ass on the wheel. He always was, in a way. See how the wheel just blew up? And the enter key, it's tricky. It's a tricky one. Morticore for 10. 10 alpha. I think he said he couldn't watch the stream. Probably had to go to bed early like a child. I forget. He had a valid... Oh, I think he was at the that Empire Strikes Back tournament tonight. Explorer series. That's what it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, he said he was driving. I watched. I don't know. I shouldn't say. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So he said someone hit up Morticore after we're done with his stuff. He wanted me to let him know what he gets. And I was like, yeah, no problem. If I remember. If I remember. I just did remember. Ooh, Crossroads. I own the original sketch of that. I'd show you, but we got things to do. Take my word for it. All right, this intense lighting's working out all right. I look like a straight-up albino Italian. And you can see the cards real good. There's no zoom in and zoom out. It's just spot on all the time. Troll. An old-fashioned troll. That's where Camel Wolf Kyle hangs out. Yeah. He's at the crossroads of his life. Look at that's an interesting painting. You'd love to own it. Modesty coming this week, guys. The Modesty original painting. If you missed it, you can rewind near the beginning of the show. I revealed the Modesty painting that comes to auction tomorrow night. Sunday night. Sunday night, baby. Sunday night. No foils in this box. No foils at all. Not a single foil. Simple Village. Yeah. Autumn. Village. Yeah. Sunday to Friday. So Friday night we're going to have a Modesty Alpha original painting. Basic Sightland. Closing on auction. It's going to go Sunday to Friday. But also Friday night the foil sheet's going to end. So I'm going to be all forehead Friday night. Staring at my phone. Watching the bids come in. It's going to be a good night. It's going to be a good week. 2 really iconic grails. Who will grab them? The way I see it, guys, I talked about this on the Discord. I mean, if you can sell, let's say, I think there's still buyers of alpha cases. Let's just say $5,000 to make the math easy. The uncut foil sheet is at $5,000 right now. So what's the reserve at? We haven't hit the reserve. Let's say it's $10,000. Nice even number. To make the math easy. Would you sell 2 alpha cases for a pop 4 foil uncut sheet? A once in a lifetime opportunity that you may never get again. Because I'm not selling mine. I would wait. I mean, obviously, I'm just not going to sell it. I mean, I would just watch the game die before I sold it. And even then, I just wouldn't sell it. Because why? If I wouldn't sell it now, when it's immensely valuable, why would I sell it after the game's dead? What if the game doesn't die and it's worth more? I'll sell it even less. I just won't sell it. So the point being, finally a foil. The point being is it's a scant opportunity. God, that's a painting right there, man. It's an extremely rare 1 of 4 foil, uncut foil sheet. It's just like it was kind of like my sentiment when no, Cheetah, you're not pulled yet, man. It's kind of like how I felt at the Kickstarter campaign. I was like, I could be a Puse and just buy. Look, I could be like a Lord of Itza, or I could be a Kyle Wilson, and just buy like 2 boxes in this Kickstarter, right? I could support camels one day and wolves the next. I could say I'm the Wolfman, like Too Fluent, and then watch Dan buy the wolves. That's not a leg. That's me making a point. I could, I could buy a couple boxes, or I could buy the Avatar of the Realm tier and be the boss. I could pay the cost to be the boss. So some people do and some people don't. And that... Would you rather have 2 cases of alpha because you think alpha's going to stonk someday? You know who has 2 cases of alpha? Everybody. Everybody has that. You know who has foil uncut sheets? 4 Slim Shadys. Only 4. You know what everybody else is doing. You know what everyone else is doing. So, you could be the one, or you could be like everybody else. 10 packs, 1 foil. Someone text Morticore and tell him just turn back. Just turn back. Turn back. Absolute bust. Yeah. There's a rough couple of boxes. I think Philo jinxed us. I blame Philo. It's the top boxes, too. Top boxes are trash. Trash. We got 2 elites, I think, right? Did we get more than the 2 elites? Ooh, all right, Cheetah. We're going to top box for Cheetah, okay? Everyone says the top boxes are the best box. We're about to find out. You guys have the round, and now we're going to find out. See? They said go with the top box. Cheetah. Cheetah, you still there, man? 2 boxes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm going left to right. 11, 12. Wow. Yeah. 5 deep on the 3 rows. 5 deep. Sounds like Dan's bachelor party. Ah, man. Gets spicy at night. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I got to be careful because it's still early on the West Coast. He's probably watching with the rocket ship right now. Ah, man. 5 deep. Just like Dan's bachelor party in 1969. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 big ones for the Cheetah Man. What's that mean, Pa? Pa? What's the funny man saying? Ah, man. He's got the Sphinx. 1 Brahm pays for it all. That's right, Henry. Keep it real, man. Keep it positive. This isn't a funeral. This isn't a Philo funeral. This is the real deal. We haven't even hit a stone yet. It's probably in the last. The thing is, if these 3 boxes are a bust, more people are going to want to be involved next week for the next 3. We can't have a full case of bust. That's never happened on the Arthouse. Just it's an impossibility. There's a philo stone in every case. Just got here. Hope all are well. I like cases. Jack the Ripper style. What's up, man? Fab Rock City. So, Rock, do you own a store up there in Rochester? Is that the story? And is it in actual... Do you actually live in the city of Rochester is what I need to know. That's a beautiful work of art there. Did I sell that one for Elvira? I sold almost all of her paintings since the very beginning. She's a great artist, man. Great person, too. Someone said that today. I think it was Lyle Scarabet. He said Elvira Palakowska and Elvira Shekarova. He might have said sweet even. I don't know. Nice people call other people sweet. He might have said that. He's a nice guy, that Lyle. I saw him at Sorcery Con. He looks like Jackie Mason a little bit. You guys know Jackie Mason? He went to high school with Dan. He might still be alive. I'm not sure though. I can't. Don't hold me to it. I don't know about Jackie. Go Google Jackie Mason. Someone let me know if he's still alive. He was in graduated with Dan. Rochester Italian Restaurant and Bar. What's it called there, Henry? I grew up in Rochester, New York. Not right in the city of Rochester, but in like on the border of Penfield and Pittsford. Ooh, the Donnybrook. The Donnybrook Inn. And then I was ripped from my home halfway through freshman year of high school. Ripped, stolen, shipped off to the suburbs of Philadelphia. My dad worked for Kodak, obviously. And then he got relocated. So he said, guess what? Kiss your family and friends goodbye, Mike. I don't care that you went through puberty in 4th grade like an absolute savage. It's time to go. It's time to say goodbye. And then I was ripped from my village. There's a card right there. And we moved to the scumbag city of Philadelphia. I just pissed off probably like 5 guys with that comment. But I can say whatever I want after dark, baby. Nice Gargans, yeah. Yeah, Teen Wolf style. Who's 40? You're 41 there, Cheetah? Cheetah, are you in the construction business? Where did I see that? On the Facebook? Ojo's disgusted by Philly, and he's only like 17 years old. He's only had 17 years to figure that out. Alright. Abundance. Wall of Air. Ordinary. But it's a foil. You're doing alright, Cheetah. You got a few foils in there. You still got probably about half your packs to go. Yeah, Cheetah's in his youth at 41. He doesn't even know who Jackie Mason is. He's like, who? What? He has no idea who he is. Rocco is the name of the Italian restaurant? Rocco. That was my grandfather's name. So here's a story. I was graduating from high school, and I told the girl announcing the names, I was like, listen, when I go up there, I want you to say, my name is Michael Allen Rocco Servati. And of course, that wasn't my middle name at all. It wasn't even it. It was my grandmother's husband's name. Both of her husbands passed away. My 2 grandfathers, like pretty young. My mom was 5 years old when he passed away, and then she remarried. My grandmother remarried, and then the second guy passed away when she was like 16. I think she was, So the first one, his name was Rocco. That was my mother's father, my grandfather. So I was like, when you go up there, I was like, listen, Nana's in the stands. I was like, she'd like this a lot. She might not even catch on. I mean, I don't know. Maybe she'll miss it. I was like, when you say my name, this is what you're gonna say. Not 3 names. Not 3. 4 names. Not 3. I just clip my fingernails, you see? Never show up to a break with sloppy nails. I don't know how Philo Cards is doing it. I don't know if Philo Cards used to do it. But I was like, when I get up on that stage, you're going to say Michael Allen Rocco Servati. And then you're going to hear some screaming from the crowd. So she did it. She said the name, man. It might be on camera somewhere. I don't know. I'm too old to remember. But it was a nice thing to do, I thought. And then I talked about it with her. I was like, Did you see how they said my name? And she was like, yeah, it's a lot of names. There's a lot of names. It's not even your name. And I was like, yep, it's a tribute name. She liked it. It's a nice moment. I don't think that's ever been done before. There's real Slim Shadys. And then there's everybody else. You gotta be original, my friends. Dangles is back. The only guy that's lagging. He says it's my equipment. I'll show you some equipment. I'll show you some equipment in a minute, pal. It's getting late. Eh? All right, Cheetah. You got a bunch of foils, man. You did get a bunch of foils. Nothing huge. Oh, Noble. Yeah, you did miss it, Noble. I forgot what you got, but I think it was mediocre. Maybe you did all right. I don't know. The first 2 boxes have been a little bit Bush League. We haven't had any Grells yet because they're in the last 3 boxes of the case that we're going to open next week if people want to come back. Some people might say I lost my magic and it's over. Maybe this will be the end of breaks. Maybe Philo Cards offed himself, and now this isn't bad, though. All right, Cheetah, you got an Elite, 2 Exceptionals, and 2 Ordinaries. I mean, you're not going to retire next week on that one, but could have been worse. 2 restaurants in the Rock that are dope. Did you answer my question? Does Fab Rock, New York have LGS or not? Just got here. Nope. Didn't even answer me. I asked him if he has an LGS. Skipped that one. He went right to the Italian restaurant discussion. Antonetta's? Oh, damn. All the Rochester crew is up in here. Did I have everyone's name is Antonetta in Italy. I think I got a few of those in the family. I don't know which ones are still alive, though, to be honest. No one's calling their kid Antonetta these days. Full box? We're going to make Aoki wait on his 9 packs so we can open a full box for this guy. Dan's next kid is going to be named Shut Your Mouth. When I'm talking to you. Shut your mouth. It's a long name. Shut your mouth when I'm talking to you. 8 names for Dan. I just told you the story of 4. He's doubling down for 8. Alright, so these 9 packs are going to be for Aoki. That's going to be the last thing we open. But what we're going to do first is open this entire box. And this entire box, it would actually fit on the screen if I was not a jackass moron. There you go. These 2 boxes are about to get opened. All for Jeff Toohey. So should we do AL first or Alpha first? Vote in the channel. AL or Alpha? I got to give who the unopened box? What are you talking about? Those 3 were the Italian triangle? Oh, there's no Antonettas left? Oh, that's tragic. Jeff Toohey is a wild man. Toohey hates money. But he likes sorcery. It's an optimist, Dangle. Dangle assumes everything's dead. AL first? All right, 2 votes for AL first. Get out of here, Alpha. Get this trash out of here. Get it out of here. All right. My fingers look long on camera. A little spidery. Now they look short and stubby. I spoke too soon. Ed Guy fanboy. Who fanboy of who? Sorcery fanboy? See how that pinky slips through the back of the box? Only an Italian breaker would do that. You see? You flip the pinky, and it comes out on the other side. It's because you guys were talking about the Italian triangle. All of a sudden, you got loose pinkies falling outside of the box. I should have a ring on that. But nobody loves me. Nobody loves the Arthouse anymore. All right, 24. 24. Spinny fanboy. You got a spin fanboy. All right. There's a couple of those out there. I think their names are Mom and Dad. End of list. Thought I heard a woman screaming. I think one of my ears is ringing. It's kind of weird, man. Sound like a woman screaming. What the fuck is that noise? Do you guys see any of those cards? Dude. There might be a ghost in this room. It's late, and it's scary AF in here. Maybe it's one of the 1, 2, 3, 4 lights I have on. I'm hearing like a... Was that a dog? Oh, hang on a minute. I'll leave the cards. Someone is being killed right now. Oh, I forgot to open that last pack. There's a weird noise, guys. It might have stopped, but it might not have. Oh, he actually had a foil in there. Holy shit. Hang on. All right, the noise has not stopped, and I think I heard a scream. What the fuck? What is that? Dude, it's getting closer. There's got to be an animal out there. That is weird as shit. I think we got a dog. I think I heard barking. I don't know. It's getting weird on this. It's getting weird up in here, guys. This break seems to be going a lot faster than... Damn, what a freaking artwork. Look at the artwork in Arthurian Legends. It's absurdly great. It's got to be a freaking dog, man. Now I'm just annoyed. But it's weird. The pacing on this dog's bark... Dangles is trying to get me fired up. Dante Morley Montez. Is that a real name, dude? That's a hell of a name right there. Fucking. God, every time I see one of those squires, I get pissed off. I literally get pissed. That's a good name there, Dante. Well done there. Oh! Look! Look at that, brother. Jeff Toohey, I mean, I could go... I got to think about what I say here. I don't want to get too vulgar. Better. I'm about to go outside and regulate. It's distracting me. I'm off my game. We just steal packages in PNW? Solid. Hey, at least you landed a nice little emoji in the Collector Arthouse Discord for that one. It's got to be some animal out there. I don't know what he's doing, but someone's got to end that thing. Mike, the guy, is asking about APs, and you just totally get lost on the name? Oh. Are there 7P new APs available? Oh, sorry, dude. I didn't see that, man. I was looking at your name. He's right. Yes, kind of. I do auction her artist proofs, and we have offered... Dante, are you in the Sorcery Contested Realm community group? Not to be mistaken with these other Slim Shady groups? Ooh, Unique Feast of Crows. Or the Collector Arthouse Discord. That is where you would get the 7P new artist proofs when they come up for auction. I have just a few really high-end 7P new artist proofs that I might offer at some point. Oh, you're in a Facebook group? All right, good. So you'll see it there. As you probably see that I run an auction every single day of the week. Ooh, the Valley. Usually at 24. Ooh, guards. All right, so the guards. I saw this at the IX Art Show a few years ago. I think it was before Sorcery came out. And we didn't know if it would be an alpha or not. I saw the original painting there. This is a great painting by Drew. I don't know if he ended up selling this one. But we didn't know about Arthurian Legends at the time. We assumed that... Excuse me. We assumed that could be an alpha. However, they did announce in January of 2023 that Arthurian Legends would be coming out in 2023. So by the time we got to the IX Art Show in October of 2023, we thought it could still be in there. Or maybe at that point we thought maybe I'm a moron. And at that point we were thinking Arthurian Legends, which was more logical. Because we would have known about Arthurian Legends because they announced it in January. Yeah, talking about PC choking himself with the VHS tape. That's right there, Noble. Yeah. You know what? Anyway, Dante. Yeah. So Severin is working on a very special full set. See the hand came in there? It's a full set. Italians talk with their hands. It's a full set of. Is she doing Arthurian Legends or Alpha? I forget what she told me. I forget if she told me. But one way or another, maybe it's a set of each. I'm not sure. She's hammering away on some artist proofs right now. And then she's going to mail them to me. And then you're going to see them come up for auction, probably one per week, because I don't like doing the same artist every single night. I do different artists every night to mix it up and keep the juice alive in Sorcery, because somebody's got to do it, man. Somebody's got to do it. And I am your Huckleberry on that one. So I think it's great to see original art throughout the year, every single day of the week, every day, every night. New original artwork from Sorcery artists, from emerging altarists. Oh, speaking of which. So anyway, she's doing a full set. It's a special thematic set. It's pretty good. It's going to be amazing. She showed me some of the sketches before she goes and paints them. And by the way, these artist proofs are probably going to include a sketch with the proof, I believe. So she's going to mail all that off to me, and then we'll rotate those in. Whoa, the Wolpertinger. First time ever pulling that little guy. That's a nice one, man. Oh, that's sick. I know the guy that has the freaking painting. Scumbag, that guy. I need it. Selfish to own that painting. That's a good one, though. Wonder who owns that one. I don't know, man. Dell, what is this? Got to be way past your bedtime. It is. I was tired AF a few hours ago. But, yeah, every once in a while I do a late night. Ooh, Power of Flight. She brought that to Spiel Essen last year. Yeah, so Severin is working on a new series of artist proofs that'll be coming to auction. It's going to be a while because she's got to paint them all. Then you got drying time. Then she's got to mail them off to me. So I would expect like in a few months probably. But you might see one or two APs pop up here and there. Dude, are you in the community group or not? Every single day of the week there's an AP or altar, I guess. I guess I've been doing a lot of altars lately. Where do the auction APs settle around? Are you talking about Severin specifically? That's fair. You might not have seen a Severin auction in a while. Her stuff is valuable, I'd say. I don't know that one has ever sold less than like 400 as a minimum baseline, and some sell for 4 figures. She's got a lot of high-end cards, you know? It's been great. Eric's really given her a lot of really, really nice high-end cards. I mean, she has the Keith Air Mechanism, the Philo Stone, obviously. The Ring of Morrigan. A lot of great stuff. So, yeah, the Wild Hunt. I forgot all about this freaking card. Dude, that card is wild. There's ponies everywhere. There's guys riding them with weapons. Dude, there's a bear right there. What is this guy doing? This is incredible. The Wild Hunt. I'm going to have to ask him to send me a picture of that one. Arc Lightning. Pompetti. Oh my god. This guy is blasting the lightning and it's striking this guy's head. Deal 4 damage to a target nearby unit. It's coursing through his veins and right out of his freak hand. That is a sick painting, man. I gotta ask Pompetti to send me that one. This goddamn squire. Yeah, Jussie's the man. Yeah, so Dante, long story short, you're gonna see anywhere from like 400 to like 2 to 3 grand. I mean, one of her Philo APs sold for what was it, guys? Was it 5? 6? 6.5? Something like that? It was a nice Philo Stone artist proof. Yeah, I got a lot of like really exciting artist proofs coming internationally. So I showed you the Kaio Calazans. Ooh, Pond. Got to take a look at that one in a minute. And I have some from Marta Molina, Arthurian Legends artist proofs. Actually, one's up for auction right now. I showed you that one earlier, guys. Remember the Bola de Fogo? And then the Merlin's Tower. Ends tomorrow night. It's at 450 last I checked. I think Ocho was actually in the lead on that one. That's a sick proof there, Ocho. Doesn't look good? It's nice. I'll show it to you again in a minute. Because it's cool to see it on camera. It's a little different vibe than the... Oh, you know what? I got to do a little video short of that, too. By the way, guys, sign up for the Collector Arthouse Media Instagram. Collector Arthouse Media Instagram. Subscribe or whatever. Follow it. Follow it there. And I post like a lot of awesome shorts of the. There's so much art that comes through the Arthouse. Altars, artist proofs, original paintings. I mean, no one sees more art than what's coming through here. But yeah, this is a great Merlin's Tower. So I do these video clips. They're usually like about a minute or less, and put some banging music to it. Oh, Dangle said something positive. He finally got his mind out of the gutter. He had something nice to say about this one. Unfortunately, he can't buy it all, so he buys none of it. When's the last time you won an auction there, Dangle? What kind of name is Dangles anyway? Dangles 38? Are you 38 years old? You said you were young earlier. I assumed you meant 20s. Yeah, no problem, Dante. Yeah, save up, man. It'll probably be a few months until those come through. Dante looks young in that profile pic. How old? Can you guys see Dante's profile pic? Would you guys say older or younger than Ocho? Type in older or type in younger? Let's figure out. Let's get to the... Oh, look at that. I didn't realize there was a grid damage card in AL. I'm out of touch with AL, guys. I've really had my my head up my ass lately. It's an interesting place up there. Older or younger? You won the Grey Wolves altar this week? Did you? I completely forgot about that. Congrats, man. That Grey Wolves was sick. Oh, that was last week, actually. This week we did the oh my god, I can't... What did that Andrina Jardim Sorcerer go for? That was stupid cheap. I can't believe you guys let that go so cheap. I was so pissed off because I would have just bought it. I would have just bought it from her at that price. Didn't you guys let Philo Cards do that before he committed Harikiri on his own channel? Like a sociopath? The guy buys the Sorcerer dirt cheap, and then he strings himself up with that VHS tape on a Friday night. Why? He just won the Andrina lottery. What a weirdo. What a weird thing to do. I'll hold my money right now. I could buy everything you post, but I trust my Roth more in the long run. The Roth. You could liquidate the Roth and enjoy your life, but you're just going to hold out until you're too old to even walk. You won't even be able to wipe your own ass before you start drawing from that Roth. Wait, what is this guy doing? I remember there was some talk about this. I shouldn't be doing that. Shouldn't be doing that on a sorcery card. Exceptional. Yeah, 250 on that? I was pissed, man. Oh my god. I wanted that one. I would have kept it. It is a beautiful sorcerer. Literally beautiful. Beautiful woman on that sorcerer. I think we're gonna... yeah, Truitt. This reminded me Truitt's gonna be sending me some stuff. Yeah, we got a lot of great stuff coming through, guys. A lot to look forward to over the next few months. All right, let's see how Jeff Tui did. He only got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Of course, there's only like 30 cards in the Arthurian Legends set, according to social media reports. So he did get he got 2 elites. He got a Rodney Matthews. That's never a bad thing. He got a Pond. Look at this Rodney art. What a freaking legend this guy is. This one's in the calendar. Rodney's unbelievable, man. He does the airbrushing. Look at that painting. He painted that. Painted that. It's unbelievable. All right, you got the this guy. This guy's making it happen. I mean, he's into this this pixie juice. It's a distilling elixir. He likes it, man. There's no question he likes this stuff. Guards and the Brother Knight. Not bad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and all those toys. All right, all those toys for Jeff Tui. Who was it? Ruben said he wanted a Face City print. Yeah, I got at least one of the Face City. Vasily Ermolayev. I own the original sketch of that one too. It might be a few sketches actually. I'd show you, but I got things to do. I could show you later if there's time. But we got a Q&A coming up later. No one's even talking in the chat, so I don't know if there's going to be any questions. But It might just be A. You might just get all A, no Q. Dan's shocked by that comment. He's absolutely shocked. He's dumbfounded. All A, no Q. It's the way the cookie crumbles. All right, we're going to open a full box of Alpha. It's the third box after 2 trash boxes from the top. Noble guaranteed that the good stuff was in the top 2 boxes. Of course, he is mourning the loss of his best buddy Philo cards, so we can't take anything he says too seriously. After a night of seeing Philo's mother in tears, at the funeral de Philo, he's trying to tell me where the good boxes are. Yep, rip PC. I mean, I have all the answers, Del. If you got the questions, I got the answers. What's revisionist history? You said the top 2 were the bangers, man. Am I wrong? I get moderately pissed. I get pissed off at the cave troll curio. The boss troll I'm neutral about. I don't mind the boss troll. Oh, you prefer them but never guarantee pulls? That's fair. Yeah, that's... Oh, did you go back and watch it, Noble? You rewound the video? That's a good move. I think you could do that while it's live. I should have brought some water. The throat's getting a little dry. What is this? Oh. Look at that one. Oh, look, dude, my Discord's blowing up right now. Oh, is that why? Ah. Interesting. All right. When is Dragon Lord release? I can't tell you until after the show. And even then, I can't say. I can only speculate. 2025. There's the answer, Dangles. That's a good call. Probably 2025. Probably 2025. Not guaranteed. You want to see a 9 and 1? Yeah, that's the one, Noble. That is the curio of Alpha. We got a full pack to make the magic happen here. Far East Assassin. I think someone killed that dog, thank God. Maybe it was Philo cards out my window. Rumor has it he's still with us on this planet. I don't know if Philo has the stamina to bark that long, though. I think he could do it for a good 20 minutes, but not 30. Definitely not 30. What is the optimal amount of gray wolves to play in your deck? Well, if you're too fluent, you talk about the wolves, but you don't acquire the wolves. So, it's probably 0. For Dan buys frogs and wolves just to tell the wolves to go F themselves. So, in that case, I'd say about 17. Bloom was the premier curio? That is a nice one. I got that one in the closet. That's where the toys go. I could show you guys some Alpha curios later if you care to see things. Are you DMing me on Discord, Dan? I will gut you like a fish if you're not paying attention to this live. Be forewarned. Look at the Elementalist. Gorgeous. I'm not going to sleeve it, though. I cannot respect any non-foil card. Unless it's the 9-piece. Oh, it's not you? Oh, is that, It is you. It is definitely you. You're reacting to my poll. P-O-L-L. Dan. Filthy animal. You were just reacting to my poll. Yeah, I got 0 questions to consider before the event. Nice community we have here. Not a single question on anybody's mind. Only Dell's got the questions. With the sniper from the grassy knoll, he says. No curio. What is the reserve for the uncut sheet? It is to be announced when met. If met. I don't know. If met. Since sorcery is dying a morbid, slow death, maybe it will not be met. Maybe women and children will cry. There's a painting right there, because it's done by my guy Modesti. Was that our first foil? In this busted-ass box? Is it higher or lower than 10K? I don't know. Here's a question. What would you guys say is fair value for a Pop 4 unique alpha foil uncut sheet? Literally, you cannot have a more Grail tier collectible, can you? I mean, the Philo Stone sheet, maybe? This sheet has Key Theorem Mechanism on it. But no ring. My finger looks so small. No ring. $1 million, says Dan. Has there been an altar for Snow Leopard before? I think so. I did auction a few Lindsay Crummett altars a while back. Remember when she did Oh yeah, there was. You know what it was? She did the Egyptian Queen. It's a sexy lady. 5K seems good to you, Dangles? Well, that's where it's at, and it hasn't triggered reserve. Yeah, it was a Frazetta Egyptian Queen homage. Hugging the leopard. It's a sexy card, man. It's hot. It's a hot card. Did pretty well, as I recall. Let's do this. Watch this. Ready? Hey, you gotta throw. Who asked that question about the card? Somebody asked a question about a card? Small fingers. Absolute animal. All right. So we're gonna go to community. Look at these guys. Joe Price pulled 4 waters and foil Archie. Look at that. Good. Gotta love that. And tell him good. That is good. That is good. All right, so we're going to go to the Sorcery community group, and we're going to do a little search for Lindsay Crummett Snow Leopard. Someone told me you can't search within a group anymore. It just searches all of Sorcery. Posted by you, which is me in this instance. It was a while ago, guys. I don't know if that's going to trigger it. It was, man, it must have been, has it been 2 years? Here's one. Yeah, $525 on, this is August of 2024? Wow. I thought it's been like 2 years since I offered a Lindsay. Look at this. You see that freaking artist proof? That is an artist proof right there. You see this guy? That is a handsome bastard right there. He's got snow on his head. He's a snow leopard. It is pretty. Yeah, it is a beautiful, beautiful artist proof there. It is nice. $525. That's not bad. That's hot. Number 3 of 25. But I thought there was another one. Look at this one. The Seasoned Sellsword. I own that original painting. That is an inspirational painting right there. This has got to be one of the greatest paintings in Alpha. Look at this painting. It looks like Lindsay a little bit. She said she modeled it after like this really courageous Olympian. Oh, there it is. There's my painting. And there's the artist proof. And there's a print. Look at that painting, guys. Beautiful. Lindsay framed this herself. I bought it framed. You see it's got plastic on there? On the rim of it? It's because I got it varnished. She told me she never had it varnished. I was like, really? And it held up after all these years. That well. Beautiful. So I put a coat of varnish on it to protect it for the long haul. Look at that. Look at that. Bam! That's nice. Oh, there was the Ancient Dragon. What was the Frazetta tribute she did then, guys? Does anyone remember? Oh, look at a cake the wife bought for me in last June. What? This June I'm gonna get a smack in the face. Big Mike, you got to drop that art business you got. You never pay attention to the family. Look at that. She took an image. I don't know where she got this picture. Well, this painting looks familiar though. You see that painting before? What a painting that is, guys. This was before I owned it, I think. Or maybe it was after I acquired it. She knew I was chasing that for years. But that's a painting right there. 43. What an ancient bastard. Almost dead. Be dead soon. Yeah, that was my birthday cake last year, guys. Let's see what happens this year. I bet it'd be a smack in the face. All right. There's Lindsay. All right, man. Look at that. There it is. There's my painting. Good. John likes it. Yeah, Lindsay's awesome. Look, there's Lindsay. See? Let me know if she looks like the seasoned sellsword. There she is. And there she is. Right? Probably. Yeah. Yeah, I was flexing that painting all over the place. Oh, flexing it with alpha boxes. Opening 3 boxes tonight, in fact. Oh, this guy's the man. This guy's good. Mark Maggiore. He is good, man. Italian. Look at that. That is a picture, guys. That is a picture right there. I don't know, man. I'm wasting a lot of time. Look at this guy. Look at a bow tie on this guy. You see him? That's a handsome bastard. Looks like that was his wedding night. Yeah. Yep. He's a unique relic of magnum opus. It's on the internet. Yeah, you see this here? I just found the Lindsay painting, but this was Severin, the Lady of the Lake. He modeled that. I just blew Noble's mind. He can't even comprehend it. He modeled it off of. So Severin modeled the Lady of the Lake after her I can't even talk. Her daughter's. No, her son's girlfriend. Oh, God, it was so hard to say. I'm so drained from saying that. There it is. There she is. How much did this one sell for? Look, only Jonathan liked it. No one else likes it. Only 11 people like this. Everyone else is like, I don't like good art. I don't like great art. Mike. Get it out of here. So there it is. It's sold for $650. $650. Yeah, only $650. Someone made a big mistake there. Just like someone made a mistake on that Sorcerer. When was this? Oh, this was October of 2023. So there's been inflection points in the valuation of art and sorcery. It's really gotten legs in the last couple years. This was October 2023. So quite a while. Who won that one? Let's find out and chase them down. Oh, Private Bidder 2. Private Bidder 2. I can't even remember who it was, guys. I'd have to go, search my history on that, I guess. Oh, she did a time lapse of it, too. All right, guys. Whose idea was this to go on this wild tangent? Yeah, we should get back to this unbelievably ratchet. Thank you for getting me back on track. We gotta get back to this unbelievably wretched alpha opening. I ruined a lot of lives tonight, guys. There was a guy on the Discord that said that I was, I'll tell this story again because it's worth it. This scumbag on Discord said, like, this guy, Mike from Collector Arthouse, is gonna ruin a lot of lives. The way he's selling these paintings and artist proofs and altars. And then the guy sold like 2 of his own paintings for like 5 times what he paid for it. And he didn't even like give a shit about the art. He was just trying to flip it. You know? So. Okay. How many lives have I ruined in these 3 years? Creating a platform for emerging artists to showcase their work and to a lot of adoring fans who want to support them. This guy, I don't even know if he's in Sorcery anymore, but fuck him. Fuck that guy. Scumbag. PB2, it's not just powdered peanut butter anymore. Alright. I got demonetized tonight, guys. Larry and Sergi's going to be after me. I was a little too fresh tonight. Got a little too spicy after dark. Saturday Night Lives are dangerous. What are we going to do after? We're going to have this break, and then we're going to have a Q&A with no Q, just A. That's the plan, guys. It's not even midnight, is it? Oh, shit, it almost is midnight. It's 11:55. Your wife gave you a cake with a picture of your painting on it. I know, man. I guess I must have ruined her life. All A, baby. All A tonight. Does a notification pop up or something when you get demonetized on a stream? No, I just know because I cursed like about 1,000 times tonight. Said a lot of bad words tonight. Mortality. I auctioned a few for... we almost brought that to market, Matthias and I. But he ended up selling it to a guy in Sweden. He was like, hey, Mike, I know we were going to auction this one, but this local guy in Sweden wants it. What do you think? I was like, absolutely, man. Yeah, hook up... do it. Hook up one of your locals. So the guy got it for a great price. That's an amazing painting. It's cool they did a playmat out of that. 1/3 people watching have liked the stream. Yeah, what the... Show some respect. Hit the like button. Maybe even comment after the thing. I don't know if it counts when you're chatting here when it's live. No one's going to see it. But like the video afterwards and drop a comment in there. Or no, like it right now and then drop a comment in there later. You could also join the Sorcery community group, the Collector Art House Discord, the Artist Proof and Altars group, the Sorcery Art Market group. You could go to collectorarthouse.com. You can go to Collector Art House group. You can go to Collector Art House page. You can join the Collector Art House Patreon and get some hot deals on some hot shit. We just did a massive playmat sale. We had 4 designs and we sold over 300 playmats. So I just placed the order with one of the actually both of the manufacturers. Hopefully, the first one confirmed. And I paid him like I dropped a large charge. The only card you could play on your opponent's turn in Alpha. I dropped a Rain of Arrows. We just sold that painting this week. I dropped a pretty penny on this playmats order, and so it's off to production. Here's the thing: I went with 2 different manufacturers for the playmats. For the Philosopher's Stone without my logo in the middle, and the maybe this was the Jinx. We didn't go with the promotional Collector Art House playmat. So the one with my logo in it, I got 2-player and 1-player. I got those printed overseas because it was cheaper, and there was less demand for those. So those I'm going to use those for giveaways, and I wanted to do a lower cost basis because I'm not going to make any. I'm just going to take a bath on those and lose a lot of money, and use them for giveaways and donations to tournament organizers and whatnot. But then the other one with the Bower of Bliss, the Philo Stone without my logo in the middle, and the Keith Era mechanism, I went with another manufacturer. I think I'll have those in about a month or something. I think they say they take up to... Sometimes it could be like 1 to 2 weeks, but I think they have a lot of demand, so they've been caveating that it could be a bit longer. So here's the thing. They're going to come in, and some of people I'm going to include a free Philo Stone with my logo in it. That's going to take at least a month. It might be closer to 6 weeks on that because it's production. It's gonna be slower to ship. It would have cost a fortune to air freight them. I thought of doing that because I wanted to get them out as soon as possible. But I was like, less people bought those. I mean, it would have been cheaper literally to ship twice. If people ordered the one with the logo and ones without the logo, I'll have the ones without the logo first for sure. Almost certainly. I could have shipped those and then shipped again the one with the logo to like a dozen people. Or 2 dozen, maybe cheaper than the air freight would have cost me. So I don't know. I might do something like that, or I might just wait and ship them all together. I don't want to make you guys wait too long. I want it to be a good experience because some other artists saw the sale and they're like, hey, Mike, what do you think about working with me to help me sell my playmats, my art on playmats? I was like, yeah, absolutely. I'd love to. So I already have some. Oh, you ordered the logo? Yeah, sorry, Jeremy. It's going to take a little longer for the one with the logo, but I'll certainly get it to you as soon as possible. And I appreciate your patience. But, yeah, so what artwork would you guys like to see? Oh, there you go. Ocho's just read my mind. What artwork would you like to see on a playmat? Think about the artists I work with. I'm going to have to grab the art card because there's too many to remember. Although I worked with almost all, like, can I say almost all? Maybe almost all of the artists in Alpha. So if you could have any of the art in Alpha or Arthurian Legends, what would you have on a playmat? I have a few ideas of my own, which I think will be super popular, but I'm curious what you guys think. Color out of space. A bunch of people said color. Watchtower has already been done, right? Wasn't that the artist series, Matt? Plague Narrow 2-player. Riddle Sphinx. Edge of the World. Oh, that's a good one. They already did Edge of the World, though. I'm not going to do ones that Eric's Curiosa already did. That'd be weird. Why is this box absolute trash? It's funny. I think like the bottom 3 boxes in this case might be the ones. Worst box he's ever seen. It's got to get better, right? It has to. It's funny. I own that painting. Nobody else does. Only one can do it. That's the beauty of paintings. Do I own that one? Nah. Rustic. It's a nice painting. Any Modesty. Smokestacks, Grievous Insult. It'd be... I don't know if Ian Miller would work with me, guys. River of Flame. That's already been done. Right? Or no, the Geistwood they did. Smokestacks. Look, listen, guys. Ian Miller's a myth. I don't think he'd work with me. Rodney Matthews might. How about Rodney Matthews? I was thinking about what Rodney Matthews artwork would make a great playmat. Would you guys like a Rodney Matthews playmat? I think Rodney would definitely work with me on that. I sell his artist proofs for him. Really nice guy. His wife's super nice too. They're great people. He won't work with you with that attitude. That's funny. Cloud City. Was Cloud City not done? Curio Step. Dude, that's an idea right there. That is an effing idea. I don't know if, wait, Curio Step was already done. It's already done. I actually thought about that one, but then I thought it's already done. Said it really dramatically like that too. It's already done. That's what I said to myself in my own mind. God, this is so fucking annoying. Ooh, Firebolts. That is a card right there, baby. That is a work of art. I think we sold 2 or 3 of those artist proofs. Jeff Easley. Dude, I got to pinch myself working with Jeff Easley and Rodney Matthews. 2 absolute living legends of fantasy art. Pathfinder, Color, and Dispel. Dispel, interesting. Is that the painting I sold like a moron? I didn't sell it. I traded it. I traded it for some pretty good cards there, though, Ivan. Do you think I got a good deal on that trade, Ivan? What do you think of that trade I made when I traded away Dispel for 4 toys? Oh, you're just saying those are the best ones, Dale? Thanks for being absolutely not helpful at all. Oh, what was my trade? I traded Dispel. I traded Dispel and Dispel original painting. It was Dispel. And 4... No. And the 3 Desert Spellcraft cards. One of each of the 3. So it was a set of the Spellcraft and the Dispel original painting for these 4 cards. Water Ward gem. The only Wind Ward gem that exists in the world that we're aware of. The only one ever pulled. Fire Ward gem. And Earth Ward gem. Yeah. Pretty sick, right, Ivan? That is sick. These are the only... Nobody owns a complete set of this. This is the only complete set in the world. Because there's only one of these in the world. There's a guy that owns 3 of the 4. But only this guy owns the 4 of the 4. Is that a thing people can say? Can you say 4 of 4? 4 of the 4? Yeah, you think it was worth it? Yeah, I thought it was a... I mean, it's always hard for me to give up an original painting. In fact, it's the only time I've ever done it in my life. I never get rid of paintings. I never give up a painting. Imperial Road would be pretty sick. That's not bad. No one said... Oh, all right. There's a decent card. No one said, though, the playmats I was thinking of, interestingly. Ray's dead. Would anyone be interested in buying this original painting? I've been talking to someone who might consider bringing that to market. It's a pretty great painting. Tony Sudlow. It's a sick card. Would you hang this in your house? This might come to market, guys. It might. Exceptional magic of unsettling necromancy. I think this necromancy is going to be a thing in Gothic. Summon a random dead minion. That card could get a buff in Gothic. I'm just telling you guys inside information. No big deal. No big deal. That card's going to improve. Just kidding. I don't know shit. I don't know anything about anything. Didn't TC pull Windward from their sample box? I think no. I think they did not. I think they might have pulled Earth Ward. There's a few Earth Wards out there in the world. Trisha Hellifer, he says. Trisha Hellelfers. Birds. Her name is Heidi. Exact Change Man. What a name. But her name is Heidi, actually. No, this isn't Slow Cheetah, man. This is Jeff Toohey. Jeff Toohey can be struck... He could be struck in the face with lightning and completely mangle his own face, and he'd say it's the best day of his life. That's the type of attitude Jeff Toohey has. Where is Jeff Toohey? Why is he not watching this? I know he's only 13, so maybe Mother said go to bed. It is past midnight, in fact, right now. No epic pulls? Nah, it's been a brutal 3 boxes tonight. I did open your 15, Cheetah. Right when you joined before, your name came up on the wheel, and then you disappeared. Yeah, he's probably happy. He's a corpse. He's mummified right now. Ooh, browse. Yeah, this is an unbelievably hideous 3 boxes. Did we even hit a unique foil? I don't think so. Oh, but we still have... It's not a whole case. That's the thing. We still got 3 boxes in the case. So we picked the 3 worst boxes from the top. Potentially. We'll have to see. My throat is wrecked. I've been talking my face off. Did I interview Gadu? I didn't interview him, but he has appeared on the channel at least twice. He was in my... I think he was in my Alpha. He was in my Alpha break with many cameos from many of the Alpha artists. That was the when the set first came out, when it was delivered from Kickstarter. And he was on another time. Did I have him and Sudlow on? I forget the second time. He came on at least 2 or 3 times. It was funny. The one time there was all these chick roosters. What does that sound the roosters make? Is there a term for that? They were making the rooster noise in the background. He said he was at his mom's house. Must be pretty rural out there. It was pretty awesome. Let me see. Was there one unique foil? I don't think so. I think you are wasted, Henry. You look like you're drunk in that profile pic, so I'm just gonna assume you're wrecked. Crow. Yeah, I pulled a unique foil in the Arthurian Legends box, but I haven't pulled one in this Alpha case yet. Ooh, couple mixes. All right. Jeff Toohey would be like, yeah, you know, I got a bunch of trash, but got the 2 mixes, so it's the best day of my life. That's how Toohey thinks. Guy's never had a bad day in his life. Ghost Ship would be a cool playmat. That would be pretty wild. River Styx. It's already a playmat, Noble. Come on, man. It's already a playmat, dude. In fact, I have it over there on the shelf. I'd show it to you, but I got things to do. All right, exceptional. I got an elite. We got an exceptional. We got an ordinary. We got an exceptional. We got an exceptional. We got an ordinary. We got an ordinary. We got an ordinary. We got an exceptional. This box is absolute trash. Trash. Payload Trebuchet. Shield Wall. Alba Trash. Raise Trash, Alba Spine Pike Trash, Dodge Trash, Fire Trash, Scare Trash, More Trash, and Bone Trash. Well, this is the worst box this world has ever seen. Alpha is on the decline. And we got 2 mixes. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 foils. There was once upon a time someone would say that was a good thing. And then 2 mixes. This is the day the music died, guys. This is the day the music died. But we still have Aoki on the wheel for 9 packs to save the night from this atrocity. It wasn't even fun, to be honest. Did anybody have fun? I've had no fun. It wasn't even enjoyable. We better get a Philo Stone in those 9 packs, or else it's going to completely crush my reputation. Although it wasn't a full case. I hit my numbers on case breaks. You guys limped into this one with only 3 boxes, and now we're paying the price. It was bad karma. We broke 3 cases over the past month, and today we smallballed it, just a tip today with 3 boxes, and we have the round. We found out, guys. We have the round, and we found out. Jeff Toohey. Never had a bad day in his life before today. Today's actually a new day. We actually bridged 2 days on that one. All right, we got Aoki for 9. You want me to prove it to you? I'll show you. Show you right now. I gotta commit Harry Carey now. Where are my swords at? Where's my axe tool? Harry Carey, baby. Philo. Oh, let's pour out some hemoglobin for Philo cards. Mortality. 9 for Aoki. The only 9 that can salvage this thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This is all Kevmo's fault. Confirmed. As confirmed by Dan. Aoki getting a curio. What about the next 3 boxes? We're going to open 3 boxes next week, Ivan, if anyone ever comes back to a Collector Arthouse break. This was a case. We only took 3 boxes from the case. So we have 3 to go. That's the thing. If it was 3 amazing boxes, no one would ever buy into the next break in the next 3 boxes. This is Edge of the World foil. Hey-oh! That is not bad, Aoki. Not bad on a night where we mourn the funeral of Philo cards and the imminent demise of Collector Arthouse break joy. There is no more joy in this world. I crushed everybody's spirit. Wait, where's... Ah, look at that. I got 2 top loaders. It's probably all I'm going to need, too, at this rate. Why would I need more than 2? I'm going to have to go break another case of top loaders if we get more than 1 more hit. $15 per pack you'd be in? Oh, okay. Wait, though. Watch this 9 bring a Braum. Oh, dude. Braum would be sick. Yeah, Ruins would be a good playmat. You're right. I should... Oh, he's going through the set. I actually thought about Ruins from Seagrave. I thought about if Seagrave would work with me. And we lost like 10 people in the past 2 minutes. Oh, another foil, guys. I'm out of top loaders. Is it the Sky Baron this time? Oh, it's a Spiral Lich. Ooh, I love this artwork by Vasily. Dude, that is sick artwork. What is going on here? Dude. Have you ever looked closely at this Spiral Lich? There's like corpses etched into the stone. Damn. That's my guy. Vasily. Spiral Lich. I'm so hungry right now. It's 9:15 your time? It's 12:15 my time. I can't believe I'm not mummified. Any Seagrave would be dope, but Great Old One and Ruins would be fire. Yeah, those are the two. They turn into pumpkins after midnight. Alright, I gotta get another case of top loaders. Oh, man. Today was Legs Day too. Superior quality. Everything except the break itself is superior quality. Alright, guys. We got another brick of stuff. Top loaders. We're gonna need more pennies, possibly. Geistwood was my musket. Mad respect for top loading. Oh, really? People don't top load? Who doesn't top load? It's absurd. I probably spend oh, hang on, guys. Yeah, I probably spend stupid amount of money on top loaders. I'm also destroying the earth in the process. You know? That's why people don't like me. That's why I got a lot of enemies. All these informants to Eric's Curiosa. They're like, this guy Mike, it's not good. It's not good for the game. He should give you the community group. You should give it to Eric's Curiosa. It's too big. It's too big. You should just give it over. Concede it. Oh, look, Swan Maidens. Henry must be buying from those whatnot guys. Yeah, probably. Henry Cho? Cho doesn't buy into breaks anymore. He's anti-American. He's anti-American, that Cho. He's probably in, where would Cho be? Of all the places Cho could be. He's probably in, where do you guys think Cho is? What country do you think, Cho is doing his breaks in? You see the crossbars backfiring right now with that glare. I gotta probably move it down a little bit. That's a little better. Oh, he's probably in Thailand. You're right. He's probably in Thailand, ripping sorcery. With some people that never heard of the game. There's another elite foil. It's minor salvation, not major salvation. But, you know, some salvation. You think he's in Louis' basement? I think, isn't that where he keeps Ozempic George tied up? Ozempic George is tied up in Louis' basement like Sloth from Goonies. Yeah, Louis goes down there and feeds him every once in a while. He slides a plate of cat food across the room. Gets George all lubed up. But then, you know. He saves the kids. So, good for him. Good for him, George. Just emaciated, that guy. The Gimp from Pulp Fiction? Who's the Gimp? When is the mutiny? What mutiny is going on? If we sit on our investments or flip, they just keep getting reused. What are you guys even talking about? I hit a lot of foils for this guy. Sky Aoki. We got 2 packs left, guys. 2 packs to salvage this thing. Oh. Oh. What's up with this chair, man? Yeah, it was legs day today. I'm probably gonna have to eat something after this. All right, we got 1 pack, and then you guys got to queue up those questions. It took me almost 3 hours to open 3 boxes, and then like the 13-pack boxes of Arthurian Legends. Last pack, trash. All right, we got absolutely crushed. All right, hang on. We got Edge of the World. That's an elite. That's a nice one too. It's hot. I bet that's worth like $4. And then we got Sky Baron. It's worth all of $4 for sure. I'm gonna put it on top, so at least you can get like you squeeze an extra $1 out of that, and call it 5. All right, 2 elites, exceptional, ordinary, exceptional. 2 elites, 2 exceptionals, and an ordinary in 9 packs. That's actually all right, man. The guy paid 9 times 25 for that. Who can do some clutch math on that? What is that? 325? 225? 225. $225 he paid for that. Plus 15 shipping, maybe? I don't know if you paid me on the shipping. He might have effed it up. Let's call it 225. 240 worst case. Henry validated. That's a nice card. I was noticing under the light that Edge of the World's a nice AP. I got an AP of this one. This isn't an AP. This is a foil. I said it's a nice AP. It's not even an AP. I got an AP of that, though. All right, so... Uh-oh. Uh-oh, guys. We got problems. Whose was that? Where's my divider on that? Who was the guy that got the... Oh, God, now I got to watch it back. Who got... we got some problems. Ghost Pants, Noble... Did I not put a thing in front of the thing? Where did I put the thing? Jeff Toohey. Garrison was involved tonight. That was like 5 hours ago. Morticore. I bet I had 2 things stick together. Is that what happened? Oh, Ghost Pants. Nah, he didn't have 30 though. Ghost Pants? Oh no, Ghost Pants is over there. This is an older Ghost Pants. What happened here? One of my dividers get jacked up? We had Rich Death for 10. Still look at 10. Ah. 10? I don't know, guys. Ghost Pants. Noble. 10 packs. Doesn't look like it used to. You can send a stack to Filthy Casual? Let me see what happened here. Hang on. Who got these? Who remembers who got this? Now I gotta watch it back. That's not a bad haul. Elite, exceptional, ordinary. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 foils. That must have been let me go to the Discord because that was like a lot of packs there. That was probably... Oh, is that an AL split? Yeah. That would have been... I already took it off the wheel, so I effed it up. But Ghost Pants had AL and Alpha. Who was the other guy that got AL and Alpha? Jeff Toohey. Got a whole box. Nah, that wasn't Jeff Toohey. This guy thinks this is funny. He thinks it's real funny. Got 30 people. We got Q&A queuing up in a minute here. We got 2 people joining the Discord. Oh, pork chop sandwiches is in the house, in fact. All right, so I'm going to go to Alpha Break channel. It's too late to think. So, all right. So we got Garrison. That was Garrison. Yeah, 10 and 10. Who else did that? Yeah, I got Garrison back there. He's good. 10 Alpha. What happened to my damn divider? Was it Jeff Toohey? Maybe it was Jeff Toohey this whole time. You think that was Jeff Toohey's haul? So confusing. This is what Jeff Toohey got. I think you guys are just effing with me at this point. Oh yeah, you're right. That must have been Jeff Toohey's. Damn. It was so much. It was so many cards. I had to put it in a separate column. Oh, I see what happened. Yeah, he got an F. That is a whole box of AL. All right, whoever said Jeff Toohey. Who said Jeff Toohey the first time? I'm going to have to send you something. Maybe I'll have to send you the 4 gems. I must be the biggest moron on YouTube. Yeah, Jeff Toohey. Look at that. Hang on. Elf box and AL. So I got his Elf box there. And then I got his AL over here. That was the problem. I couldn't fit it in the same row. All right, so I gotta remember that without effing that up. So what I'm gonna have to do is, all right, we're good, guys. Yeah, it was Jeff Toohey. That's why there's a whole box of AL right there. So that's Aoki. We're gonna put him up front over here. All right, guys. I could have just listened to you and could have had that sorted out, but guys are a bunch of degens, if I'm being honest. So, it's Q&A time. Mike is 43 with the brain of a 73-year-old. Be gentle. Yep. But I got the cards, though, guys. I got the cards. You don't have the cards. You don't have the cards. I have the cards. I got them. I got them right here. You see? Those are the ones. Should I get the Alpha Curios out? Flex it? Flex on your face? Should I flex on your face? I got nothing to do until someone asks a question. Actually, I should probably calm down because I was going to make this a separate segment and cut it because no one's going to start watching 3 hours in. All right. All right, let me pretend like this is a new video. Bear with me here. All right, guys. Welcome to Collector Arthouse. We are here to answer your questions. There were 0 questions submitted. Let me check. I'm checking on the interwebs here in the polls channel. All I have is 4 people laughing at me. I'm going to show it on screen here. I'm going to cut this. This is going to be its own video set. Why is this here? We're not going to need the overhead cam for a while. We're going to the Collector Arthouse Discord. It says, okay. So I did a call in the Collector Arthouse Discord. You go to the announcements channel, and there's me looking like a goofball with a bunch of paintings. It's beside the point, though. It says, here's a reminder tonight. Also, drop your questions in the comments in this post at Sorcery Contested Realm Community Group. That's the Facebook group that I was talking about. Maybe I wasn't clear enough. Maybe that's on me. And I will select some to answer. If you're only in Discord, you can drop your questions into the polls channel. And then I linked it. I made it real easy. You go to the polls channel, and it says, there I was. All right, I posted this at what time? I posted that at 12:10. Then I go to the polls channel. I gave you guys a decent amount of time, about 2 hours. At 2:46 p.m., about 2.5 hours later, I say, okay, I tallied everything up, and I am teaching. What I meant to say was tracking, but it's a T word, you know, so it's close enough. I tallied everything up, and I am teaching, or tracking, tomato, tomato, 0 topics for tonight, and 0 questions for tonight. The Art House thanks you for your service. The trajectory of my popularity reads like an Elon survey at a Tesla factory protest. So I got laughed at by four guys. I just got slapped in the face with an eggplant, and I got no questions to answer. So I better pull this down before you guys get even spicier. Before you get even spicier. There I am. All right, so we're here for the Collector Arthouse Q&A. You Q and I A. Otherwise, I'm just going to A my own stuff. All right, Noble says, Mike, I got to get this up on the screen. You're distracting me now. Now people are dropping things into the poll. All right, Noble says, Mike, are you involved in SorceryCon 2025? Yes. So I'm involved in the exact same way that I would. Let's just admire the paintings first. Avatar of Air, original painting. Kythera Mechanism original. Ring of Morrigan. Fits every finger, that ring. The Ring of Morrigan. Original painting. Wyvern. Also known as Wyvern. And the Ed Bear Jr., that's not an original painting. Some people think that's the original. That is the Dragon Lord's Lair. See it? That is the number one, though, Jeekly print of, I think it was Jeekly, yeah. Looks absolutely amazing, let me tell you. So, I don't know, it's on a tangent. We got to stay focused here. We got questions. Mike, are you involved in SorceryCon 2025? I am involved. Last year, Drew Holmes, who now works for Eric's Curiosa, said, Mike, you got to get on the team. And he said, I love your stuff. I love your work, he said. I don't know if he still loves it. I haven't talked to him in a while. I haven't heard from him. He doesn't write, he doesn't call. But he said, I love your stuff, and I'd like you to be on the SorceryCon team. He was one of the planners for SorceryCon before he was hired by Eric's Curiosa. So he ended up phasing out and doing the Eric's Curiosa thing. And the rest of us carried on with SorceryCon 2024. And my role in that was working with the artists, getting the artists to come to the event. We had Dustin Broussard, altarist, and 14 artists from Sorcery. Many alpha artists. Some did alpha and Arthurian Legends. Some were not in Arthurian Legends. And then we had a few new Arthurian Legends artists that you guys got to meet for the first time. Brian Wackwitz, Heidi Talifer, and Sam McKinnon. It was amazing because I had just revealed, actually, as my reveal for Arthurian Legends, I had the honor and the privilege to reveal the Huntress, the Sherwood Huntress by Sam McKinnon, and I did an interview with Sam, and it was part of my whole production reveal. I did kind of a overview of a lot of great historic things in the collection, and anyway, long story short, yes, I'm involved in SorceryCon 2025. We never stopped after the last SorceryCon. We meet every week. Every Monday night, we have a call with all the SorceryCon creators or committee coordinators. And we've been doing that year-round, for the past year, leading into 2024 SorceryCon and now 2025. So if you guys have more questions about that, we can get into it if you'd like. All right. Help. We've been trapped here for hours. The guy is what was that movie? Get Up or something? Or Get Something? Get Down? Get Something. I think Get was in it. It was the guy was trapped. Ed Guy fanboy. You could leave any time, but I'd prefer you stay. This is recorded live, but we're going to splice this into a separate video so you don't have to watch the horrific Alpha and Arthurian Legends break that we just did. It was a rough one. But we only got through half a case, and I always pull a Philo Stone in every case. So the next 3 boxes will have one for sure. All right. Let me see this. Let me see. My question, I can't even, some of these I can't even put on the screen. What's your thoughts on the current state of the game? Too broad. Too broad. You got to get more specific. I'm happy to talk about it, but I don't want to talk for an hour per question. I very well could do that. I'm a bit of a talker. All right. Let me see. Wait a minute. Dangles, you almost got me there. Some of this stuff I can't even get. Oh, get out. Get out. That is it, Del. Thank you. You guys are completely unhelpful. Some people are just trying to flex. I'm going to start answering this open-ended question if you guys don't hit me with a good question. All right, what are your thoughts on the current state of the game? Just clarify what you mean there. What is my overarching thoughts? That's kind of like the theme of the whole video. So if I just like open-ended answer that, that's like only the A and not enough of the Q. You guys are asking a bunch of meme questions. Ivan, this isn't helpful, man. You're just trying to flex. He's trying to get a free flex in. All right, what's your thoughts on the current state of the game? Well, I think it's definitely mixed. I mean, I've always said from a creative perspective, the game is second to none. I mean, no disrespect. You got to give a nod to Magic because they've been around for over 30 years and they have produced a stunning, incredible amount of elite god tier art, unquestionably. Eric asked me one time, he's like, Mike, what do you think about the art of sorcery and how does it compare to Magic? And he just asked me that like off the cuff. It was tough, you know, because I was put on the spot, like on the fly, and I forget how I answered it, but I mean, if you're comparing modern sorcery to modern Magic art, I got to give the easy nod to sorcery because of the diversity in Alpha and Arthurian Legends, the diversity in artistic styling of the different artists that are used in the game, and the the freedom of artistic expression that they have in the game. Of course, also the 100% commitment to hand-painted traditional art goes without saying. I much prefer that to digital art. The hand-painted traditional just blows my mind that someone can paint with that level of precision and refinement is just absolutely incredible. And then when you look at the next point I was going to make, when you look at modern Magic, there's a lot of like template styling, you know, so artistic expression is stifled by trying to hit like a lore thematic type of concept. So when artists don't have the creative freedom, you lose the diversity of art, and I think that is a big differentiator in sorcery. So I got to give it to sorcery. I will not address questions about individuals. All right, hang on a second. Oh, that's interesting. How do you want to see see Dragonlord distributed? So it's an interesting question to ask. Like, how do I want to see it distributed? Do you mean like who do I want to see selling it? I think it's going to be distributed through standard distribution through presumably Peach State and Southern Hobby in the U.S. And then who knows in Europe? I mean, you know, it was interesting. Alliance went bankrupt. I don't know if people realize that. That was very problematic. Because I believe, did Sorcery work with them for overseas distribution? I'm not as well versed in the overseas distribution, but I think it'll be through standard distribution. I'd like to see it. I don't know. It's an interesting one because if it's like a smaller print, I mean, are they going to print a large quantity of a set that has 13 cards? Let's assume the answer is no. Let's say it's more like they try to make it a little more rare for collectability because people aren't going to open this product endlessly, in my opinion. Even if they have like very rare, let's say they have like a curio level rarity insertion that has like really big value. I don't think people are going to open at scale in mass a ton of these Dragonlord packs. So that would mean to not overprint that, they need to print it more conservatively. So it's interesting. They can do like direct to market sale. I don't know. Maybe they sell through partners like Rudy and Team Covenant, or maybe they go through conventional distribution. The problem is if you go through traditional distributors, I don't know if you can control how it's distributed to stores. So that could be problematic with such a small set. It's going to be interesting. I didn't really give much thought. You kind of caught me off guard there. How would I want to see it distributed? I'd want to see it distributed in a way where it can be broadly available to people, anyone who really wants it, but not like overprinted to the point where it becomes too routine and uneventful to open, because I don't think that's really helpful or in anybody's best interest. I think players will be able to get the non-foil cards pretty easily. I think there will be a chase element. There always is. And I'm not quite sure. It'll be interesting to see. Don't overprint, but make sure. I mean, obviously it's going to be available to players. I think that's no problem. I think the non-foils are going to be cheap. But I want people to have the pack opening experience. Anyone that wants to get a couple, I would assume most people would get like 2 kits of the Dragon Lord, right? One to open for fun, and then one to get in a bearish acrylic case, right? Because I'm sure Bearish is going to do acrylic cases for the Dragon Lord mini set, and they're the best in the business. So to put one on display on the shelf next to Z's. All right, let's see. Will they have foils and curios in Dragon Lord? I think absolutely. I mean, every set so far has had a foil variant of every single card. So I think at minimum we're going to have, if it's 13 cards, I think it's still 13. I don't know if they said it's more than that. I think they've always consistently said 13 to my knowledge. I assume there's going to be 13 foil variants. And I would also assume there will be a range of rarities: ordinary, exceptional, elite, unique. Who knows? Maybe, I guess you couldn't have like a specialized rarity because you want it to be playable with the core sets. So I think there will be a foil variant of each, and I think some of them are going to be very hard to get. Maybe the unique foils will have very extreme rarity. That would be my guess. Would they have a curio? If they did, I think it would have to be something from Ed's Dragon Lord concept, and I don't think they used all of his work from his Dragon Lord lore in the set. I think Ed has said that on record. Whether he has or he hasn't. And I know Ed pretty well, and I think he's done a lot of art for this Dragon Lord story. A lot, and I think it's a lot more than 13. And I think in his Dragon Lord art book that he's going to be coming out with, presumably sometime this year. I don't know if it's going to be at the same time, if it's going to come out the same time as the mini set or not. We don't know the timeline on either project, but if there was going to be a curio, I think it would be an Ed Bear Jr. Curio and not like a different artist, and it would be something from Ed's story. And I don't know, something interesting in some way. Let's see. Dust Store rewards for Dragon Lord? Sure. Yeah, they should do that. So imagine this. Picture this. There's the 13 card Dragon Lord Lair mini set. And as I was just saying, there's many more amazing original paint. Look again at the Dragon Lord Lair. I mean, Ed Bear Jr. is one of the best artists in the industry, without question. Look at that. That is absolutely absurd, that painting. And that is, I mean, you should see, I got a print of every single one that's been revealed. And you should see, if you haven't seen, The Archivist is absolutely incredible. So if there's going to be a Dust Sword reward, I think that's a tremendous idea. I think what they should do is wait for his book to come out. I'm gonna tell Ed this after the show. If he doesn't watch the video, next time I call him or he calls me, I'm gonna be like, Ed, after you come out with the book, get Eric to add a few more of your pieces into the Dust Store as a Dust Store reward, as a follow-up after his book comes out. So now we have his book, we've learned the story and the lore behind his Dragon Lord story, and then you get an opportunity to own another one of those characters in sorcery card form via the Dust Store. That is a brilliant win, both for Ed Bear Jr. and for Eric's Curiosa, to enhance and perpetuate the buzz of this mini set as a Dust reward. That is smart. Do I think we will see Gothic in 2025? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. And we better damn well do it, because the Sorcery Con 2025 really needs to happen after that release. That is the goal. We want to do it very similar to last year. Last year, Arthurian Legends was revealed at Spiel Essen in Germany. And then, when was that? Like, first week of October? And then about a month later, we had Sorcery Con. That was perfect, right? If we're within a month of release for Gothic, there's going to be tremendous excitement and buzz. It gives a few weeks for people to acquire cards, to play with the new cards, kind of learn the meta a little bit, and then come to a massive, big-time premier event, the biggest annual event in Sorcery, Sorcery Con, and play in a tournament. That is ideal. So I think it will happen. I think it's very important that it does happen, both for Sorcery and for us at Sorcery Con, to make that event all it can be. Do you think Beta will have another wave? Henry Cho. Look at this handsome gentleman here in the full suit. No tie though for Cho. He doesn't need it. He's Cho. He's larger than life. Anyway, do you think Beta will have another reprint after this next wave? Man, that's a good question. I never really thought about that. Will it have another reprint? Well, why would you print it again? I think when we heard news of the reprint, we saw an obvious correlation to a decline in the secondary market. And you cannot really... Are there other correlative factors that could have caused that decline? That is the question. Or was it an erosion of collector confidence due to the mere fact that more beta would be printed at a time when people thought that the printing of beta may have been done? They're like, okay, beta's been in circulation for well over a year. Now we have Arthurian Legends. There's a lot of beta out there. It was affordable for the longest time, right around MSRP. It was a very stable price product. For the longest time, you could only get it through Team Covenant at MSRP. So it had very, very stable price data. There weren't other stores trying to race to the bottom and compete to try to fire sell it. So I think some people thought when Arthurian Legends came out, they said there's been a lot of beta in circulation. Prices of the sealed product is stable, and prices of the non-foils were actually very accessible, very affordable. So why would you print more? So the company came out and they said we were going to print a small amount. And that's key because they said that before, but then the first reprint of beta, they also used similar type language, and there turned out to be a lot of product strangely sent to Singapore. So Singapore got the product, and obviously the market more or less rejected. I think it's fair to say that the market rejected in Singapore because there was a very large amount sent back to the United States. Some of the major single sellers, some of the breakers, they were acquiring large amounts of beta from Singapore specifically. So I think they had said that they were going to send more beta as part of that last print to underserved markets. They said Brazil. I don't know that it ever arrived in Brazil. I was talking to Kyle Calazans recently, and he was like, Mike, you can't really get it. You can't really get it here. And to buy from overseas is extremely expensive because they pay large import fees. So I just sent him and Vivian a couple boxes of Arthurian Legends, actually. But they have a real hard time getting sealed product there. So I was going to go to anyway, I was on a tangent. They said underserved markets, Brazil, Europe predominantly. But then in this latest reprint, they said it would be targeted to stores. So I got to take them for their word. I mean, I did hear recently, about 2 weeks ago, more beta showed up at distribution in the United States here. So I was a bit surprised by that. Somewhat. Because I thought, in my mind, when they said it was going to be targeted to stores, I don't believe that they have a lot of control over their distributors and controlling how they allocate the product. I think that they tell distributors to prioritize innkeepers. And I thought it was very interesting. I thought it was very good when, was it Arthurian Legends or the next wave of beta? I think maybe with the first print of beta, actually. there was a certain amount that they guaranteed the stores, which I thought was great to reward innkeepers, early adopters of the game. But then I think also, I believe, and I don't know this with 100% certainty to be a fact, I believe the same thing happened for Arthurian Legends, where they asked distributors to prioritize innkeepers again, so early adopters, which is all good and fine, except you need to make product available to new stores that are onboarding. I think that was more problematic with beta because beta ran out of supply. Basically, the innkeepers got it, and then other LGSs that became interested in the game had no way to get it. For the longest time, it was only available through Team Covenant. So imagine you are a new store and you are told that the only way to get this new indie game is through your competitor, essentially. Another store, another LGS and online store. You need to go to their website, a competitor, and buy it at MSRP from your competitor, and then create a value proposition for your customers to then buy it more from you so you can make a profit, right? So that was difficult, you know? And then there weren't like reprints available to stores, so that created a problem. I think there were supply chain distribution issues that made this very problematic. So, you know, this is why they said they were making the push to store. They said this at SorceryCon, but they didn't have any specificity to what that means. So some people assume that would be via a store kit to promote new stores and maybe stores that were playing as part of the store network system, hosting tournaments and showing support of the game. But it's kind of a catch-22, right? Imagine you're a new store, you just found out about Sorcery, you haven't really built a fan base just yet or in-store play interest. So to suddenly host events and learn the plays, there might not be a lot of stores interested in doing that, really. You got to have readily available product and really start to grow a market or have people coming into your store asking for the product and ready to play and wanting to play in your store, really to drum up interest, I think. So will they print again after this reprint? I don't know. I think they're going to try it. I think they're going to see how effective it is in actually reaching new stores and seeing if it actually does propel growth of new stores, which I believe is their objective. And then I think, generally speaking, that's my sense for the company. I think they have an overarching general ethos and like loose roadmap and strategic plan, but I think they also very much play things by ear and learn as they go and kind of react to how the market responds to their product. And maybe that is the right approach. I mean, I'm not saying that's a negative necessarily. I'm saying maybe when you release once a year, and you're a new game, feeling out the demand for your product, maybe that's what you have to do. I think they thought that the Dust Store was going to be a vehicle to really gauge the demand for their product, and I would guess it's not that effective because of the availability of product, the supply chain disruption, you know, the kind of dysfunction of people having access to product and really. I mean, honestly, as new people come into the game, I don't think they know what the Dust Store is. I would be surprised if they do, unless they're in the social media communities. I never hear people talking about Dust Store cards anymore. It's been quite a while until there was a refresh, since there was a refresh of the Dust Store. I think they really need to refresh it so people talk about it, and so new adopters actually know it exists, know what to do with the barcode at the bottom of the boxes, and turn it in so the company can get that data. That is the core value proposition of the Dust Store. Make no mistake. It's so the company can get the data on where these boxes are landing, who is redeeming them, and you know, do some mathematical analysis there and really gauge demand for their product in different markets. All right. So maybe not, Joe. I think they're going to see what happens and respond. All right. Any leaks on new artists in Gothic? No, there haven't been any. Well, there was the website leak where someone got into the backbone of the website, and I don't have that list readily available. If you guys remind me later, I'll have to go look at that. But there were some artists listed there, like in the card catalog. I think probably their web designer might have made a mistake or something. Someone found that in the code behind the website. But some of those artists were not in Arthurian Legends. I think some were and some were not. Because I want to say Seb McKinnon was on there, and this was before Arthurian Legends came out. So Seb came in. He had the one card. We didn't know about Sam McKinnon. That was a surprise to people.
But other than that, they had the new artist Pedro come in, and that's it. They only spoiled one, and there haven't been any leaks to my knowledge. I think the playtesters might know. One thing I was kind of disappointed in is I was hearing like playtesters were buying paintings like well before any of the cards were spoiled, and that's just dirty, man. I mean, I'm sure it wasn't all of them. I think like a few kind of like acted on inside information, but it's a violation of like NDA and like special access to data. You got to play with like these like cards, these like handwritten sketch art cards that, you know, fake art, placeholder art. Don't tell people who the artist names were. But I think what might have happened is I think the list of cards and artists leaked onto Tabletop Simulator accidentally. Again, a mistake by maybe the team behind the scenes accidentally put those new cards into circulation for the playtesters on TTS where they playtest the game. So they found out who the real artists were. And I know from the artists that they were approached. A lot of them were approached with people trying to buy their best paintings from Arthurian Legends, which is just a Bush League move. I mean, you shouldn't exploit inside information like that. Anyway, I don't know. I don't know who the new artists are for Gothic. It'll be exciting to see. Dangles is trying to catch me. Let me see if there's any reasonable questions out here. Let's see. Not a lot of questions. Are there no more questions? Oh, wait. Yeah, there was one. The one artist that was officially revealed was Pedro, who did the Gift of Frog, which is a great painting, by the way. And I went and checked out his Instagram portfolio. You guys can find him on Instagram. He's got some interesting work for sure. And the frog was like very interesting. That's a hell of a profile pic there, bros. Who's in that profile? Who is that in your profile pic? By the way, that is it's an interesting picture. I don't know. That is the only one that's been spoiled. That's the one I was talking about. What other questions do we have? Interesting. Who is the best artist to work with and who has been the most complicated? You mean in terms of like artists that I work with? I mean, they're all like incredible people, man, really, honestly. I have like a amazing relationship with so many artists in Sorcery and the altarists I work with. No one is difficult to work with at all, honestly. Because, like, here's the thing. Like, with these artist proofs, here's the thing I want to clarify, actually. Thank you, Ivan, for asking this question. Because it made me think of some people, like, about a year or two ago were giving me a lot of grief, let's say. We'll keep it PC. They were giving me grief about, hey, Mike, you are creating a wall between us and the artists in commissioning them, right? They wanted to commission the artists. And so I had to clarify, and like, it's a good opportunity to say this now that my channel's larger and a lot of people might hear it if people watch this back. I have never told any artist that you should or should not do commissioned work. Some work with me to auction their altars and or artist proofs. Some do both, actually, like Marta Molina does both altars and artist proofs. And same with Kyle Calazans. And some have like, so I said, if people want to commission you, great. You should jump on that. You know, you have the auctions as a frame of reference on the valuation of your work, and commissions are just more opportunity to get more work. So some do that, and some welcome commissions, and they have fun doing that. A lot of artists do a lot of commissions. Some artists do not want to take commissions whatsoever, and it's not because I steered them in any direction. Again, I totally embrace whatever an artist wants to do. My objective is really just to showcase the work of artists, try to create value for their work and awareness for their work through my platforms. You know, that is the key value proposition, really. I have probably at this point across platforms a reach of somewhere in the neighborhood of 10 to 15,000 people between like Patreon, Discord, and my various Facebook groups, websites, subscribers, all these different platforms, like the whole ecosystem and family of collector art house platforms, right? So when I showcase their work or they auction their work with me, oh, and Instagram too is another great platform, and YouTube. I forgot YouTube. I show the pictures, the videos, and 10,000-ish people get exposed to their art. That is huge value for altarists who are really in a hyper competitive market of altars, and also doing like custom work out on like Instagram or Facebook or other social media platforms. Really, it's hyper competitive. There's a lot of amazing artists in the world, so to focus it in this market for sorcery that's super passionate about original art is perfect for them. And I hope, my dream is that some of them get commissioned for sorcery, because then they'll have published work in a TCG and it will really be a breakthrough for them. So that's why I do it, and I give artists complete creative freedom to do whatever they want. I never tell any artist like what concept to do. Sometimes with like the altarists, we'll talk about that a bit and be like, or with even the artist, like I think early on with some of the artists, I kind of gave them idea of like what kind of, like stylistically, what kind of things people in the TCG realm resonate with, because a lot of them have never done a TCG before. A lot of the sorcery artists, which is another thing that makes sorcery really great. They're getting artists from all walks of life, heavy metal album art, cover artists, traditional artists like Severin, who does all kinds of projects. She's huge. She's huge in Europe and in France. She goes to shows all the time. Vincent Pompetti had never done a TCG. He does a lot of comic action art, graphic novels, stuff like that. So they didn't really know about the TCG industry, so helped educate them. But I never told them specifically what concepts to do, and it's for good reason. It's the same reason why Eric gives the artist creative freedom. It's because they are going to do their best work doing what they love to do and the concepts that resonate with them and that they love. So by empowering them to do that, first of all, they like that. And again, a reason why a lot do not want to do commissions. They don't want to do somebody else's concept, somebody else's idea. They don't want the stress of trying to meet someone else's vision and expectations. And they don't want the stress of a timeline. You notice like, there'll be like several weeks at a time when I offer every night of the week, I offer a different artist, either an altarist or a sorcery artist proof piece of work, right? And original paintings as well. But every night it's a different artist. I rotate them to keep things fresh and interesting, and to give as many artists an opportunity as I can. But aside from that, it's the time that it takes. Like to do these, an altar or an artist proof, it's the same thing. It's the same size of painting on a card, except with the difference you have to pre-treat the card for the altar to be able to paint over it, as opposed to an artist proof, which is just a blank back. And actually you do pre-treat that as well, based on the medium you're using, right? So it can take an artist a full day, sometimes multiple days, to do these very detailed, intricate proofs. So when they only sell for like, I mean, some altarists out there are selling dirt cheap, like some of the ones that are not as well known, that are just winging it on Instagram and trying to make a name for themselves. But even like the auctions that only sell for like, let's say 100 to 200, 300 range, it's not a great ROI based on like hours of work put in. If you spend 8 hours on a painting, and you only get $150 or something, I mean, it's not a great ROI, like on a per hour basis for that amount of work. So there's a balance there between the amount of time invested versus the price of the sale. So all those that are bidding are really helping artists. It's really creating a lot of visibility for them. The artists are super thankful to do that people are enjoying their work and talking about it and showing it off on the social media. And the dream is, if you're buying altars or artist proofs, if you're playing with those cards, that is the greatest honor, because that shows like you're proud of it. You're using it in a game environment with others, and they're getting more exposure to their work. But yeah, everyone's super nice. They're super happy and thankful to have the creative freedom to do their own thing, and appreciative of the fans who are buying their work. So no issues at all, honestly. I mean, everyone's super cool. Uh, any other questions, guys? It's at the time of this filming, it is 1 a.m. Eastern on the East Coast, and what is that, like 10 o'clock West Coast? So it's getting late on the West Coast too. It is a Saturday night, Sunday morning technically here on the East Coast. So if there's any last questions, I will hit that, and we'll keep it short on the spliced version of the Q&A. If you guys want to do this again, definitely let me know. I'll probably take questions ahead of time. If you could please submit the questions. That might be a little more focused. I kind of went on a few tangents. Thanks for a couple of the open-ended questions. Worked well. Some things to look forward to on the channel. I mean, across the platforms, there's going to be several original paintings coming through over the next few weeks at Sorcery, Contested Realm Community Facebook group, and Collector Arthouse Discord. I'm probably going to have some artist interviews. So you guys really enjoyed the artist interviews, the big break events. Please go check out the alpha break event and the beta break events that I did. There was cameos of probably like 30 artists in Sorcery, which is absolutely amazing. I've done tons of artist interviews, both on YouTube and written form at collectorarthouse.com. But there's going to be more big interviews to come. We're probably, I guess I won't spoil it just yet, but a highly relevant artist is going to be coming up. And for the longest time, I've been trying to get one of the true living legends of fantasy art to come on. So that'll be super exciting. Look forward to more YouTube interviews and written interviews at collectorarthouse.com. And please, at my link tree in the show notes every time, join all of my platforms, especially Collector Arthouse Discord, Sorcery Community Facebook group, and the Patreon. I would consider my major platforms, and collectorarthouse.com again. But please do come on those platforms and submit your questions for future Q&A. And enjoy just the community engagement. Every single day, I'm super active, both in the Discord and in the Facebook group. All right. Henry Cho hit me with one more. This will be the last question, guys. Any other questions to come in, we're saving for next time. How do you keep community engagement and sorcery excitement with one set a year during the lulls, especially in an instant gratification world? Well, I mean, I am biased in this regard. I think the community is actually doing a really good job of being creative and innovative in creating engagement, creating the engagement. I think the company can and should and needs to do more. But let's start with the community first. We have Sorcery Con. It's a big, major event once a year. We had the Courtesan Cup. Didn't work out this year. They say maybe they'll still try to make it happen. I think it's important to have a summer event or a spring event. And actually, let me say, Sorcery Con is not just the big, massive annual event. We're going to have the Unland Cup in Seattle. It's around the first week of June. I want to say June 6th to 8th. We just announced that. That's going to be up to 128 players. The main Sorcery Con, we're talking 400, 500 plus people. I really hope we get 500 plus this year. But you got the Unland Cup in June. We're going to have Sorcery Con towards the end of the year. Hopefully after a Gothic release. Hopefully similar time frame like in November. I don't think it's going to be in Vegas again. I think it'll be at a different venue. We are looking into some options, but I don't want to say something too prematurely. A lot of things have to fall in place. But you have the Explorer series going on now. You had the Eckenrask in Europe. You had the Siege at the Core in Europe as well. But the Unland Cup's a big deal. The Explorer series is going to be a lot of fun. That's coming to a lot of different sites and locations around the Midwest, I think, United States. So that's important, right? For one. Engagement, Sorcery, Contested Realm Community Facebook group is the most actively engaged community in Sorcery. You got to join that. We're at almost 5,000 people, and people are active talking Sorcery all the time. When people are upset about something, it is a ton of activity, right? And it's both sides, right? Some people are upset and they're not liking the one set a year and the quietness from the company at times. Lack of roadmap and this and that is a big buzz item right now. Other people like taking their time and enjoying it, so there's a lot of like constructive banter back and forth. It really is very respectful too. I got to say, with 5,000 people, things can really get petty and unravel quickly, but you don't see a lot of that in the community group. So thank you guys all very much for keeping it generally PC and respectful, and being open-minded to different viewpoints. That's important in a small game like this. It's small at this point, so being divisive in the community is not helpful, right? And a lot of like other like little niche community groups have popped up, and that's great for regional groups, but I don't know, it seems like there's been some attempts at like duplicative groups, which is like, why? Like it's pointless, you know. It just creates division and like cliquish behavior. But so you have the tournaments, you have the social media groups, you know, find your favorite community group or Discord, like-minded people, or just join a bunch of them, you know, pop into them and here's some diversity of perspective. That's good. Diversity is good in all walks of life, you know. Listening to other viewpoints that are not your own is the only way you're going to learn something, and understand pros and cons, risks, and opportunities. How else, from a company perspective, is probably maybe part of the heart of what you're getting at. I think the company really needs to get very active in the first half of the year. You cannot release a set in, let's say their cycle is October, November. You can, and we'll call that fall/winter. You cannot release a set in fall/winter and then do almost nothing for an entire quarter. Just be quiet, right? Make a bunch of announcements towards the end of the year, release a set, everyone's super excited for a couple months, and then you just go quiet for the first 3 months of the calendar year? No. You cannot do that. You cannot do that year after year. So what can they do? I'm not saying that they need to like reveal everything and be like mega transparent. I mean, every company is measured, right? There's over communicating and there's under communicating. But to sustain interest, sustain confidence in the project, in the team, the vision of the team, the desire, the ambition, the commitment of the team, they need to be visible. And I think, you know, you have some aspects of the team that are visible, kind of just chatting casually in Discord and stuff. That's not what I'm talking about. That doesn't grow the game. That doesn't like sustain interest and retain people at scale. I said this Thursday night. Go check out my live with Philosopher Cards on the Collector House YouTube channel, but it was this past Thursday night. So it would have been the last live previous to this recording. And I talked about the most important critical thing they can do is get Eric Olofsson, the creator of this game, back on camera. Doesn't have to be live. Doesn't have to be a community interview. It could be. It should be at times to help content creators. But do a recorded video with Eric, 5-10 minutes, not a big commitment on his time, and get that out there. Once a month, I would say, would be ideal. And I don't think it's a lot to ask. Maybe it's too busy. Once a month is challenging. Do it at least quarterly. At least. But monthly, hearing from the creator, I don't think is a high bar. If he sets a goal 12 times per year, at minimum, either you do recorded content with Chase, Drew, whoever does that stuff, get a video out there, even if it's 10 or 15 minutes. Doesn't have to be an announcement of any kind. In fact, most times it should not be, and it will not be, because they don't have a product pacing cycle that fast. But he needs to be the one on camera, not always Simon, not always the other guys, right? Eric, the visionary of the project, the creator, the engine that creates the amazing art, the amazing gameplay. Sure, maybe have some of the other designers on. That's fun for the players especially. They really like to hear about design talk and, you know, where they're going with game design. But you need to hear from the visionary himself, the creator of the project. Every major corporation, and I understand this is a startup company, even startups, right? Their creator is the face of the company. Right now, Eric is not even the face of the company at all. It's Simon and it's some of the other guys at times. It's mostly Simon, and it's also some of the other guys. But the major inspiration of this project, the heart and soul of the project, is the creative. It is the art, and it is the gameplay. And so it needs to be Eric, the creator, talking to the community, not in person necessarily. I understand it might not be the most comfortable thing for him to do. Doesn't have to be live. Doesn't have to be an interview. It can be a recorded, controlled dialogue with another team member at Eric's Curiosity he's comfortable with, but it needs to be him. Getting out there, reminding people why we love this game, why we have confidence in this game. It's because it's a world-class, one-of-a-kind, massive, massive art project, right? Profoundly important. At a time when everything is going digital, AI is sweeping in, it gets faster, cheaper, more convenient to do digital, to do AI art. You know, people are selling freaking AI art playmats. Why? Don't do that. Don't do that. That is so off-brand. No one else is 100% fully committed to hand-painted traditional art. Only Sorcery is. Lean into it. Eric is the engine for that. He's the only person. They don't have another art director. So it's got to be him. I don't think they sell the art enough in this game. Thankfully, some people are super passionate about it and do that. And I think the altars and the artist proofs are a way to keep the community engaged because they get to see new art from their favorite artist every single day of the week in a Sorcery community Facebook group, in the Collector Arthouse Discord, every single day of the week, year round, all day, all night, one piece of new art every single day. That's amazing. That is amazing. No other game does that. Who else does that? It's very rare. And I think that's exciting, right? For people that are into the game because of the art aspect or just love the artists. We met 14 of the official artists of Sorcery at SorceryCon. We met more at Courtesan Cup last year. There's been Magic old school guys bringing artists out. Sorcery artists. Brian Smith has gone to a bunch of events. Truett Parrish. Lindsay Crummett. Drew Tucker. Jeff Menges. Those guys go everywhere. Alan Pollock's been to a bunch of stuff. You got to hear from the creator. He is the one that's going to attract people. When they get interested in a game, when they want to collect something, when they want to invest in something, you want to hear from the product designer, the visionary, the creator, the person in charge. That's who you need to hear from. As new people are coming and getting introduced to this game, they need to find recent commentary from the creator. You don't want to go and find he's been doing who knows what for 3 months. I mean, we haven't heard from him since we had SorceryCon, and I think we had Siege of the Core. Maybe they did I think it was Siege of the Core did an interview with him, which is very interesting, right? But it's too long. They did an end of year recap where he said 3 words. Said almost nothing. It's almost like the identity and the face of the game is like other people now, right? I made this analogy where this is my YouTube channel, right? Collector Arthouse YouTube. I'm the face of the channel. You see nobody else on this channel except artists I interview and my kids storming in, photobombing behind me. That's it, right? And so imagine I am the face, I'm the voice of this channel. I have 1,800 subscribers. Probably 200 of them at least like me and watch me regularly. 1,600 got bored and just no one unsubscribes to a channel, right? So you got a couple hundred people to like it. A couple hundred people want to see and hear me talk. They don't want all of a sudden someone, I hire a few employees and then all the employees are always talking, right? And they're talking about the direction of the game. And whatever interests them, what they're up to, what they enjoy doing. That's fine. You could hear from them too. But all of a sudden, the channel's got a new identity, right? It's not Collector Arthouse anymore. It's like an entire different brand identity. Brand identity is critically important in every business, every game, everything, right? Richard Garfield, right? In early days, what if like Richard Garfield just disappeared, and you heard from like the business executive all the time, or like just the game designers and different people, right? You can't have it. James White, Flesh and Blood. He's out there, man. He does a lot of interviews with the community, with community members. Um, Puts out prepared content. He's out there. When the game hit a lull, when it got quiet, when it struggled, he was out there explaining what was going on, why he was doing what he was doing, and he demonstrated passion. Right? You were reminded, like, this is why I like this game. This is why it's awesome. So when you're frustrated and things are going a little slow and it's been quiet, you get an appearance, a video from Eric. It's going to create a lot of buzz. Imagine, so aside from the fact that it's the visionary, the creative, doing the speaking, it's exciting. It's new stuff for content creators to cling to, like report the news type channels. Hey, Eric just did an appearance, right? The creator of Sorcery. He said X, Y, and Z. What do we think about this? Maybe we'll speculate a little bit on it. It's fun to speculate, right? It's not like you're creating expectations that are gonna kill your game if you don't deliver. It's just fun. It creates fun. It creates energy. It's energy, man. It's energy and it's buzz. Is anyone still awake? Is anyone out there? I said that would be the last question. I'm gonna hold myself to it. So thank you guys again for tuning in, and we're gonna do this again. Again, join the platform, submit your questions. Thank you all for those who participated in the break, and until next time, take care.